level for the singing of your anthem.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Now, fans, at this time, we ask that you continue standing as we honor America and all the brave men and women who've served our country with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem, presented by the Duval County Supervisor of Elections Office. Remember, February 21st is the last day to register to vote in the city of Jacksonville's March 21st first election. Performing tonight's anthem is Jacksonville Country Day School Chorus. Presenting the colors this evening is the Midward and JROTC.
And we are just about ready for hockey. Jacksonville coming in on a 5-game winning streak. They are 19-4-1 in their last 24 games overall. That's going all the way back to early December. Overall record 27 wins, 13 losses, 1 overtime loss. For Greenville, certainly no slouch for them. 22 wins, only 11 regulation losses for them. They do have 7 overtime losses, and currently with 51 points in the standings. Starting in net for Jacksonville is going to be Charles Williams tonight, making his 7th appearance of the season. 4-2 record, 2.76 goals against average. That's actually the best goals against average for any Icemen netminder. And for the Swamp Rabbits, it's going to be Ryan Bednard, the former South Carolina Stingray. He comes in with a record of 8-4-1, goals against average of 2.60. Very good save percentage at 92.1. And we're going to bring you back down to Joe Massa for another announcement down below.
Fight with B-cell acute leukemia. He is officially in remission and has finished his treatment. Loxley, ring that bell. Yes, sir. Fans, let's hear it for Loxley.
Well, that is a fantastic tribute on Cancer Awareness Night. Always a special evening here in Jacksonville. We're going to have some fist taps from the 2 team captains as well for young Loxley, who just went into remission. That is so good to hear. And we are just about ready for hockey. Referee this evening, Logan Gruhl. Your linesmen are Cole Rui and Davids Rositas. Jacksonville coming off a 3-1 victory over the Florida Everblades last night. And a tremendous defensive effort for the Icemen. They only allowed 14 shots on goal the entire evening against Florida. But it will be yet another challenge tonight. Injuries are starting to ravage this Icemen club right now. Another one on the shelf this evening after suffering an injury yesterday. That is defenseman Jacob Friend. He finished the game out yesterday, but he is not in action tonight. That means that the Icemen have now lost 4 defensemen in the last 4 games to injury. None of them are in the lineup tonight. Jacksonville only has 5 defensemen dressed, and 2 of them made their Icemen debut just last night in Mackenzie Dwyer and John DeRoche. So right now, the defensive core being held by bubblegum and tape, but last night, you wouldn't know it, they performed marvelously in front of their goaltender, Olaf Lindbaum, last night. Head coach Nick Luco is going to be looking for a similar effort this evening. As for Greenville, they are performing well, having won 5 of their last 6, but they are without perhaps their 3 best offensive players. They are all in the American Hockey League, so Greenville's got their issues as well. Alex Irulo, Nikita Pavlichev, Brett Kemp, all up in the American Hockey League right now. Irulo and Pavlichev in particular have dominated the Icemen this year. Those 2 players combined for 19 points in only 5 games that these 2 clubs have faced off against each other this season. Icemen have a slight 3-2 advantage in the season series. This is game number 6 out of 11, and they will actually square off 4 times in the next 2 weeks, starting tonight. Of course, tomorrow night in Greenville as well. Bit of a delay before we get started. They had to roll up the big carpet. It wasn't just the little strand of carpet. This was the big Icemen logo carpet that they had to get off the ice. Finally ready to go. Jacksonville in their lights out black jerseys will be skating from left to right. Greenville in their gray uniforms with black trim and a little white piping in there as well. Swamp Rabbits control the puck, and we are underway. Thank you again for being with us. As always, we have an immediate whistle and a puck in the crowd, and hopefully everybody's okay just 6 seconds in as we bring in Alex Reed and ready for a important weekend. And Reeder, I'm curious to see the complexion of this game because the Icemen have already played 2 games this week. Greenville has been idle all week long, and by the time that tomorrow rolls around, we're talking about 4 games in 5 days for the Icemen, and it's just the pair of games for the Swamp Rabbits, and fatigue could potentially play a factor.
Yeah, it certainly could. There's no doubt about it here for Jacksonville. It's something they're going to have to, worry about here, and I think it's really going to hit them tomorrow, when they're playing in Greenville. Yes, both teams are going to have to hop on the bus and drive to Greenville, but you're right, they're the more rested team. They actually practiced at the Community First Igloo yesterday, so they had an off day. They got into town, practiced, and then rested up here while the Icemen were playing a big game against the Everblades. So, and here we are. So you're right. It's going to be something to watch out for beginning in this game and obviously into tomorrow as well.
Icemen through the neutral zone. Possible 3-on-2. It's Lynch over the blue line. Could not get the pass away. It goes off a stick right to the Greenville netminder, Ryan Bednard. He will cover it up. I'm not sure whether the Icemen should be kind of going for it early in this game because they have the energy, because they have the home crowd. Usually that's the case for a home game, but on the other side, again, Greenville, fresh legs. Jacksonville, 3rd game in 4 days. I don't know who has the advantage in the opening 10 minutes of this contest.
Yeah, I think with the Icemen playing another man short here, another defenseman out, of course, Jacob Friend unable to go here today. I think it's going to be key for the team, key for the club to get off to a good start because I think it's going to get tougher as the game goes on. I mean, that's the only thing we really didn't discuss there. Yeah, 4 games in 5 days, but they're doing it with a shorter bench and very few defensemen remaining here as they're kind of dropping like flies. They've certainly been snake bitten here, so I think a good start would be really key for the Icemen here. It's going to make it easier because I think as the game goes along, it's going to be tougher.
Another stoppage in play, 19:06 to go in the first period. We're on 4 whistles in under a minute to start this game, so it's allowed us to have a little bit of a chat between the 2 of us and see what the Icemen look like for tonight. And again, with 2 newcomers who just made their debuts last night for the Icemen in Mackenzie Dwyer and John DeRoche. They kind of got spot duty last night. I think Nick Luco went with a core 4 defensive group. He does not have that luxury tonight.
No.
Those guys have to be available and pull a regular shift if the Icemen are going to have some success this evening.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, two guys thrust into action very sparingly last night, but tonight they're going to have to be a major part and play a key factor here on the back end.
Here's Aaron Nazarian in the offensive zone, tries the drop pass, works it in front, could not get the centering pass. It's taken free by the Swamp Rabbits, comes off a skate, and right back to the Icemen. In the zone is Nazarian to Brown on the right side, cuts towards goal, power move, just over the crossbar. Comes back to the point, held in by the Icemen. Swamp Rabbits get it back. Icemen now steal the puck. At the right point, it's DeRoche. DeRoche tosses it into the corner for Easton Brodzinski. Back for DeRoche up high. Walks the line, looks for a shooting lane. Gets it away, but it is deflected into the corner. Loose at the near side. Lodermeyer digs it loose. And the Icemen with an excellent shift here as Nazarian tries to pivot away from an oncoming defender. That was Miles Gendron. Comes loose to the far side. Tapped free by Freeman and out of the zone from the Swamp Rabbits. Jacksonville gets it right back. It is Victor Hadfield in control to the right wing side for Lodermeyer, deflecting it into the Greenville end. Swamp Rabbits take over with Tyler Inamoto. He just came back from the American Hockey League. So at least the Swamp Rabbits, for their sake, get one guy back.
Yeah.
But they are still without their top three in Alex Irulo, Nikita Pavlichev, and Brett Kemp. Swamp Rabbits through center ice. Onside is Such. Passes deflected up high, comes out to center ice. And they're going to continue play on, saying that Jacksonville put the puck back into their own zone. I thought it was deflected into the zone by Greenville, but we play on. It is Lodermeyer from center. He'll toss it in behind the Swamp Rabbit net. First on the puck, Joe Gattenby for Greenville. Works it rink wide for Freeman. Freeman spins away from a man. He'll play it down low behind the net of Charles Williams. 3 minutes gone by, no shots on goal for either team yet. As the Icemen are unable to clear the zone, they'll get another crack at it. It's Hadfield behind his net. Looking for Craig Martin. Forecheck from Greenville knocks it free. Trying this time is Mackenzie Dwyer for Martin. Martin sets up a man. That is Harris looking for an indirect feed for Lynch. Picked off there by Ethan Kapp, and the Swamp Rabbits play it back to center. Justin Knockbark looks to clear into the zone. He is onside. On the puck at the right wing circle, centering feed. They had a man open right in front. They get it again to Knockbar, but he redirects it wide of the net. Swamp Rabbits with a little pressure here as the Icemen cannot steal the puck. Greenville down low, looking for the power move. Poke check there by the goaltender, Charles Williams, knocks the puck free into the corner, and Jacksonville comes away with a loose change. Dangerous from Craig Martin. He was fortunate that deflection goes back to the Icemen, and here comes Luke Lynch 2-on-2 with Harris. Drop pass for Harris. Stripped loose by the Swamp Rabbits. They skate in transition. Referee actually, I think, helped the Icemen out a little bit by getting in the skating lane of Greenville.
A little bit of a pick play there by the official, unintentionally, though.
Swamp Rabbits get it back behind the net. Centering feed comes up high. Slap shot. Save made by Williams. Just got a piece of it with a glove with a screen in front. That was a dangerous chance there for the Swamp Rabbits. Down to 15:36 to go in period number one. Still no score. And after a choppy first minute of play, we've gone over 3 minutes without a whistle here as the Icemen have the puck at center ice. Chipping in is Theocharidis, rolls all the way to Bednard. He will cover it up and we will take our draw. 15:23 to go in the first period, and now the flow is starting to take shape a little bit here.
Yeah, it was a dicey first minute there. Lots of whistles, 4 of them to be exact, and now here things kind of opening up and they're getting a little bit of a groove here. Good job here so far. That was the best pressure we've seen sustained in the game so far, and that was, of course, the play there of Greenville. But Charles Williams coming up with a couple of big saves, and now the Icemen with an offensive zone draw will have an opportunity here to try to get some offensive pressure of their own.
Swamp Rabbits win the faceoff, however. Playing it back into the Jacksonville end. Dwyer is on the puck there. Dwyer, no stranger to the South Division. He spent a good portion of last year with the Norfolk Admirals, who last year were in the South Division. So he is familiar with Greenville and Jacksonville for that matter. As the Swamp Rabbits get a drive away, but gloved by Williams. Might have gone over the crossbar. He certainly wasn't going to take a chance there. It would have been close either way. I just love how confident he was making that grab. Charles Williams with a victory in Indy last week. one of his former clubs, I believe, right? He played for the Indy Fuel before Jacksonville.
Yeah, he did. There's no doubt about it. And, I think I commented on the air when they did the starting lineup for the game there for the Jacksonville Icemen. And, teams typically shout something every time a player's name is said. I won't say that on the air, but sometimes fans will shout. As there's another shot in on Williams here.
That was a great save by Williams. Go ahead, Reader.
But it's just part of the fanfare, when they hey, here's the starting lineup, they say a name, then fans in unison will shout something, and people can figure it out. But when it got to Charles Williams, the crowd erupted in cheers and applause.
Oh, that's so great.
And it really was. And they really think a lot. He had a big fan club waiting for him to leave the game that night. So folks were really happy to see him. Charles was happy to see some of the fans that he had befriended during his time in Indy. He made an impact there just as much as he has here in Jacksonville as well.
Well, if you get to know Charles Williams, if you know him, he's your friend immediately.
Yeah.
He is a phenomenal guy.
He is.
Him and his wife, Camille, of course, as the Icemen win the faceoff in their own end. They'll play it back into Greenville territory, and we move on. So Charles Williams getting the start tonight, and of course the crowd here in Jacksonville loves that he's between the pipes. We have a delayed offside against Greenville. They clear the zone. Jacksonville's got all kinds of space through center ice. Hadfield looks to go coast to coast. He'll take it all the way into the corner to the left of Bednard. Stepping in to hold the puck in is Luca Hano. Jacksonville with a centering feed. Lynch tries to work it free. It comes to the blue line. Hano with a wrist shot that is blocked. Held in by Jacksonville. Martin looks to go for a seam pass. It goes off a skate to the opposite corner. Jacksonville at the blue line. They do hold it in. It is Harris. Goes to the backhand side, trying to set up Lynch, couldn't get there. Harris gets it back, however, back to the line. Excellent work by the Icemen as a save is made by Bednard with no rebound, and we'll take our first break in the action. Pace is really starting to pick up here as we stay Jacksonville nothing, Greenville nothing. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
We are back. Save again made by Ryan Bednard on a wrister from the blue line by Mackenzie Dwyer. Shots on goal starting to pile up a little bit. Greenville with 4, Jacksonville with 3. Both goaltenders looking good in the early on. As Harris takes the draw, but Swamp Rabbits win it. Comes around the wall to the near side. Knockbar lofts it ahead, looking for McDonald. It's out of his reach. No icing there. I wonder if Dwyer thought it was going to be an icing. All alone, it's a goal for Knockbar. Left unmarked right in front of Charles Williams, and he goes top shelf over the glove and just under the bar. And with 13:31 to go in the first period, it is Greenville on the board, 1-0 Swamp Rabbits.
And it's something the Icemen are going to have to be, real mindful of. They're going to have to be real disciplined on the back end. They left the Knockbar wide open in the slot. Somebody was out of position there over on the other side. And it's tough. You don't have any real unity yet here in chemistry with this defensive core. Again, the Icemen have so many defensemen out right now. You got a couple new guys in place as well, and they're now playing with other players who are used to the system. So there's just that cohesiveness that needs to kind of gel there. And somebody blew an assignment. I'm certain that's going to kind of play a little bit of a role here. But Jacksonville's got to be very disciplined and sound. They can't allow those opportunities. That was way too easy there for Greenville and Knockbar.
I will say it was also a great pass by Josh McKechnie
Yeah.
to set that up.
Yeah.
It was a behind-the-back backhand pass. Once it got to Knockbar. He was all alone between the hash marks, but getting the puck from the wall into the slot was well done by Greenville, so give them credit at least for that pass. So the Icemen down by 1, nothing new for them. As Easton Brodzinski tries to loft it ahead, too far in front of Nazarian. And the Swamp Rabbits try to play it through center ice. Jacksonville steps in, Brodzinski get a piece of it, and the Icemen come away with it at the red line. Chipping in is Nazarian, Brodzinski gives chase. Greenville first on the puck. It's Inamoto for McDonald, who deflects into the Icemen zone. Williams will play it himself off the end boards, trying to flip it back behind the net. The Icemen will work it up the right wing side. Brodzinski, good rink-wide pass. Good shift there by Hadfield to take him into the zone. Wrist shot deflected away by Greenville. It was a good back check, and the Swamp Rabbits come away with the puck. McKechnie tries to clear it out. It ended up, I think, going off a player in the Greenville bench, and that will benefit the Icemen in terms of an offensive zone face-off because of that. 12:46 to go in period number 1. It's Greenville 1, Jacksonville nothing on a goal from Justin Knockbar. Just his 3rd goal of the year, but he finished it like it was a 20-goal scorer.
Yeah, it was a great finish. I mean, he even caught it, and he didn't really shoot it immediately. You know, there was a little bit of a pause. He picked his spot and was able to put it right there, top shelf. Very poised play by Knockbar there, and was able to finish off the play.
Jacksonville looks to play it in the offensive zone. It comes to the right point. Tim Theocharidis is there. Great shift around Dallas Gerard's on his backhand. He'll play it down low. Spinning away from another man. Throws it in front, looking for a redirect. It goes into the corner instead. But the Icemen continue with the puck. It is Theocharidis up the wall, finding Lowen. It is Jordan with a sharp angle shot, and it catches the netting instead. That sharp angle, almost dead angle shot, kind of looking for the goaltender's mask, trying to go top shelf. It's becoming much more popular. Very low percentage shot, but if you catch the range, oftentimes that goaltender is not going to be prepared for it at all.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, no goaltender is looking for that, and I'm certain they don't appreciate it either. People aiming for their head, but it's not your goalie. So, but you're right. You know, if it does connect, one, it's going to stun the goalie, and he's going to have to recollect himself in that second or so, and then obviously, you know, it can create a little bit of a chaos there into the crease, and you never know, there might be a second chance opportunity.
Icemen had a brief steal in the offensive zone, only to give it back up. Swamp Rabbits start with Max Martin to the right side for Somoza. Wrist shot deflected wide. That was another dangerous look there for Greenville. Comes up the wall for Jacksonville. Luke Lynch plays it ahead. Harris back to his own blue line for Luca Hano. And the Icemen do play it into the zone. Cross ice look kicked into the corner by Harris. Keeping the play moving is Brendan Harris for Jacksonville. Turns away from a double team. It's tied up along the near side wall. Craig Martin shoves a man away. Then he gets cross-checked from behind. It's going to be a penalty against the Swamp Rabbits. And now we've got sticks up high. And Luke Lynch certainly took exception to that cross-check to his teammate, Craig Martin.
Yeah, he didn't come in too hot there. Just enough, a little bit of a jab there just to let him know that they didn't appreciate it. And I like the restraint there by Luke Lynch. I mean, he did have to kind of let the guy know, hey, it's not cool that kind of hit on one of our top scorers. But he gave a little bit of a nudge there, because if he goes too far with it, then he's going to pick up the penalty. It's going to wash things out.
So just the one penalty called by Logan Gruel. It will be a power play for Jacksonville. Power plays could play a major role on both sides tonight, Reader. Jacksonville, first of all, their overall power play up to 3rd in the league. They were 2 for 4 last night, up to 23.5%.
Yep.
Against Greenville specifically, 7 for 19, 36.8%. On the other side, it's not that much different, though. Greenville, 6 for 21 against Jacksonville, 28.7%. So you got to be careful on both sides of it.
I will say, though, a lot of those goals scored by Greenville, Arulo, Pavlichev,
yes,
those were the guys that have scored a lot on the power play. They actually factored together.
Excellent point.
Yeah, they worked together. So those guys aren't here for Greenville. They're both called up, and deservedly so. So that could play a factor as well as far as that success rate is concerned. But Jacksonville as a whole, from a penalty kill standpoint, hasn't been very good. So they've got to tighten that up, which I think they have here in the last couple of games.
Icemen on the power play. They have the puck in the offensive end. Goes around Craig Martin, comes to the near side half boards for Harris. At the blue line, it's Theocharidis. Harris gets it back at the right circle. Playing it down low, it is Martin looking for Lynch. Drive is blocked. Lynch gets it right back behind the net. Lynch looking for a man to feed to. It's deflected, but the Icemen hold the puck. It is Theocharidis at the left point, defended by McDonald. Nazarian feeds it to the line. Harris at the top of the right circle again. Saucer pass for Theocharidis. Wrist shot in the screen. Glove save is made by Bednard, and he will take the faceoff to his left. Another good-looking power play. So the Icemen with yet another defenseman gone. Not that Jacob Friend was going to be a quarterback on the power play, but they continue to lose all these bodies, and they have players that are not accustomed to being the top of the umbrella on the power play. It's either going to be Tim Theocharidis or, as of right now, stepping on the ice, Luca Hinault.
I mean, they got 4 starting defensemen out of the lineup here. Friend, Panetta, Cockrell, Fortunato, and, of course, Hunter Skinner was a part of that group. He was called up to Hartford. So it's getting a little bizarre here on the back end, and Jacksonville's just trying to fight through it here. It's not the week for it to happen when you're playing a 4 and 5.
Here's Brown. Good seam pass. Lowen centering feed. Lodermeyer was on the doorstep on the back door, but could not find the ranging hold onto the puck. Lowen gets it back. That was an excellent read by Ryan Lowen. Stop shot up high. Save is made. Rebound is loose. And Bednard lost his mask on the play as the Icemen had a snapshot right into his face. I think it was Lodermeyer with the shot that time. Lodermeyer's going to be thinking about that goal mouth feed, however, from Ryan Lowen.
A little bit of a scramble there. Jordan, I think, went over there to maybe talk to Bednard, saying, boy, that thing ejected off quickly. But, he did kind of look straight down, and the thing kind of fell off. But I think the officials got to tell him, you got to maybe tighten this up. But, hey, it looks like maybe there is an equipment malfunction there on the mask, and that's why it came off there. But they have to blow those plays dead. This is
nothing they can do.
This is not the early 70s. These guys need to have that on there. Too bad, though, there was some loose pucks there for Jacksonville, but would have been from a tough angle, too, kind of, if you were going to, they would have to probably bank shot it to really be a factor in that particular stretch and sequence.
Icemen still have 52 seconds left on the power play. Derek Lodermeyer, Ryan Lowen, and Zach Jordan, the forward line. Good size up front with Christopher Brown as a 4th forward and Luca Hinault. Nick Luca was actually joking about going 5 forwards all game with the shorthanded defensive core for Jacksonville, but they will have Luca Hinault out on the ice as the Icemen hold the puck in the offensive zone. Pass is stolen, however, by Greenville. They'll clear it the length of the ice. And Williams will leave the puck for Hinault. 36 seconds to go on the power play for Jacksonville. Hinault, who has an overtime game-winning goal against the Swamp Rabbits early this season. Weaving through the neutral zone, he'll drop it back for Brown. Brown to the left side. Onside is Lodermeyer. He's got a step. He'll take a shot on the forehand. It goes just wide, and it rebounds all the way out to the Jacksonville line. Didn't miss by much to the far post. Jacksonville looking to go right back through center ice. It is Hinault at the blue line. Poke checked away by Greenville. Foot race for the puck. Couple men go down. Penalty coming. Who's this on? Is it both of them?
They have a case to maybe call both of them.
It may be both of them. Gerads and Brown, I think, were the 2 involved. What is Logan Gruel going to call here? It's just 5 seconds left on the Jacksonville power play. I think they're both going in the box.
Yeah, he's going to take them both, and both were...
Jordan, not Brown for Jacksonville, but holding for Dallas Gerads, high sticking for Zach Jordan. As Gerads held Jordan down, it lifted his stick into Gerads.
That's a tough one there. You take the hook, the tug, and then you go down because of that, but then your stick swings up and then hits Gerads. It's kind of, it seems to me one would cause the other, but they say you are responsible and in control of your stick. So no matter what the situation, and that's kind of the case here.
So it stays 5-on-4 for Jacksonville. Faceoff is in the Icemen zone, and the power play will be over in just 5 seconds.
Real quick, Rory, just before that, Derek Lodemeyer had that rush. What a good burst there for him to get through the pack.
And the Icemen burst up the left side, but it's defended by Ethan Kapp against Craig Martin. Teams are now at 5-on-5, and here come the Swamp Rabbits trying to create an odd man rush. With speed, it's McKechnie. Drop pass is back checked well by Harris. That sends away Craig Martin onside on the right. Looks for a trailer, moves it cross ice. That's picked off, and the Swamp Rabbits now work in transition. They are very good from defense to offense. Shot on goal, pad save is made. Rebound cleared to the line. Not out yet. It is loose in the slot. Greenville comes away with it. They have it at the right point. Cross ice look. Gendron with a wrister looking for a stick, and it avoids that. Fortunate for Jacksonville as he was looking for a deflection in front. Behind the Jacksonville net, Swamp Rabbits with possession. Brown defends on a man, but the Swamp Rabbits still have control. Into the slot, shot is blocked. It ends up out of play, and we will take a break with 8:40 to go in period number 1. Greenville's on the board. A goal from Justin Knockbar has them on top, 1-0. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. With Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. It is a 1-0 hockey game. Greenville has the lead. Greenville again coming in hot also, having won 3 in a row. Jacksonville has won 5 in a row. So somebody is going to keep their winning streak alive tonight as the Icemen play the puck into the offensive end. It is Hano stepping up from the blue line. Works it slowly towards goal. It ends up in the net. It ends up in the net. I don't know if it will count or not. They're saying no goal for now. The puck took a crazy bounce in front of Ryan Bednard. For now, they're saying no goal for a high stick. I wonder if it hit the stick or maybe something else. I think they have to at least look at it, but I don't know if the overhead cam will show anything.
Yeah, because it happened too far in front. I don't know. It depends what stick or what it hit off of. Surprised they wouldn't even look at it there, but
I don't know if the overhead cam would show it because it was a good 10 feet in front of Bednard.
It was 10 feet in front. Yeah, Lynch is still trying to lobby to the very last second here.
But they're not able, either they're not able to or they're not going to look at replay.
True. Yeah, they may not be able to, that might not be a reviewable thing.
Crowd certainly doesn't like it. From the naked eye, I thought it may have touched an Iceman stick. I'm not going to say I know that that's the case.
Yeah, I heard it hit something. I heard that little crack right before it changed direction. It was just tough to decipher who it went off of.
Icemen come back. What a great read for Brodzinski. Forehand on net. Save is made by Bednard as Nazarian found the trailer in Easton Brodzinski. But Ryan Bednard, he was a big body in the net. He's able to go down butterfly to make the stop. 6'5" is Ryan Bednard, and we've seen him over the years that if you don't get to him early, it's more and more difficult to get to him as the game moves along.
Yeah, he gets stronger as the game goes on. You got to get to him early, get him a little bit off his game, maybe a little bit rattled. But, the Icemen have had to deal with him for a while now. And I can remember the couple years ago, that 2021 season when he was with Greenville, his first stint with Greenville.
Yeah.
Jacksonville just couldn't score on the guy. I mean, he was so tough to score. All the games were such a grind. That was mostly because of his play.
Swamp Rabbits lofted high into the air, back into the Jacksonville end. DeRoche is there. What a great pass ahead for Lowen. He's onside. Drop pass for Lodermeyer. He has space. He takes the shot. Bednar got a piece of it. It ends up out of play. I wonder if Bednar got that with a shaft of his stick as Lodermeyer pelted one from the inside of the left circle.
Boy, that one was driven sharply towards the net there, and Lodermeyer's had a couple of good looks here, just hasn't got them on target.
The Icemen will send out Lodermeyer. He stays on the ice with Ryan Lowen. Also, Brandon Yeaman's on the ice for Jacksonville. Jacksonville's playing one man short, not only on defense, but overall. They were not able to replace that defenseman with an extra forward because they just don't have enough healthy bodies right now. Right in the tough days, dog days of hockey right now, where you're just trying to find a way to just piece together enough bodies, and the Icemen came up one short tonight as Jacksonville plays it in deep.
Yeah, a lot of teams were really hurting in January, and the Icemen actually came out of January pretty unscathed. But early February, though, the toll was knocking there on the door for Jacksonville, and like I said, just really shorthanded down the back end.
Yeah, and again, if you want to go through the guys that are out right now in a span of 4 games, back to back to back to back, the Icemen lost Jacob Panetta, then Garrett Cockrell, then Brandon Fortunato, then Jacob Friend. Not certain the length of injury for any of those 4, but all I can talk about is the present day, and today it's 0 for 4.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's very tough, and again, this group's playing so well. But again, it's gonna it could take a toll here. I mean, guys, we got 5 defensemen here playing tonight for Jacksonville, and that's gonna take its toll here, especially in the middle of a 4 games and 5-day stretch.
Wrist shot and a great pad save and a heavy screen, maybe deflected as well. Iceman to not clear, however. Shot and a goal from Greenville off the rebound. Max Martin is gonna get the goal. Charles Williams made a great first save. The Icemen were trying to break out the other direction, but they did not clear the zone, and it cost them dearly.
Yeah, just a good steal there. Opportunistic are the Swamp Rabbits here. 2 costly plays by Jacksonville in their own end, right in front of the net, and Greenville's made them pay. And so, I mean, this is how both goals have taken place here, and Jacksonville's just got to be a little bit more sharp there, down deep in their own zone when they're in those scrambling situations.
This is about the time when it's 2-0 on this unassisted goal for Max Martin. It's his 5th. This is about the time where we should mention that the Icemen do have 6 multi-goal comeback victories this year. They have all been on the road, strangely enough. Perhaps it's time for one of these to happen on home ice as the Icemen come away with the puck, shipping it off glass. Look out into the crowd. And again, out of play. Oh, they're going to say it did not touch the glass. It's just going to be a penalty to Easton Brodzinski. I thought it caught glass, but apparently not. So Greenville up 2-0, and now they are on the man advantage for another 2 minutes.
It's not getting any better here for Jacksonville here in this first period. Trying to get, you want to rebound it. You just allowed 2 goals now again, so you want to rebound, want to get back to here, and now you got to kill off another penalty here. So PK is going to get to work, and this is an area that we've seen that has had its struggles, but I think they've been much improved here in the last 2 games, but we'll see if they can continue that here. They're going to really need to right now. Jacksonville needs to get the next goal in this game.
Without question. Greenville, however, on the man advantage. Hadfield defends on McKechnie. Swamp Rabbits come away with the puck. It is McKechnie again, working it to the blue line for Eastman. Cross ice look, right-sided is Martin. Wrist shot right into the midsection of Williams. He will take the face off as he goes down butterfly to make that stop. Max Martin is the kind of guy that the Icemen could use right about now at quarterback on the power play.
Yeah.
He's been doing it all season long. Of course, the Icemen typically would have 2 or 3 options, but that just isn't there right now.
No, it really isn't, and this is where you're really going to see it be a factor. We don't want to keep bringing it up, but it's something that they're dealing with. They're facing. This is a big deal, and let me tell you, the defensive position, probably one of the most difficult to replace here in this league. There's just not a pool of available defensemen at a high end that can fit right into a lineup here in the ECHL. So, Dwyer, there's another shot coming in from up high, but Dwyer's a guy, he's got ECHL experience, played pretty much the entire season last year with Norfolk, so the Icemen hope that he'll become that, and then we'll see what happens here with the other defenseman, the other newcomer, and John DeRoche, who's pretty promising numbers at the SPHL level. Will that translate? And does it happen overnight? No, it takes a little bit of time. And if these guys get adjusted, hey, they can very well be the guys that fit right in this lineup as well, and they're sticking around when these guys come back. Yeah, I don't think that Nick Luco has any choice but to be patient with these 2 newcomers as the Icemen win the faceoff and clear it down the length of the lake. Still 1:15 to go on this power play for the Swamp Rabbits. It's Bobby Russell cutting away from Craig Martin. He'll drop it for Such. Carter Such tries to split the defense. Nearly got it free. Comes loose. Williams makes a save, and the Icemen clear it away. The Swamp Rabbits are getting good opportunities, not just on this power play, but throughout the course of this first period. Give them a ton of credit right now. They're very well coached. I always thought they have been by Andrew Lord.
And he's got these guys ready to play even without their top 3 offensive performers. Icemen in their own zone tried to play it away from a double team. Still 38 seconds to go on the power play for the Swamp Rabbits. Theocharidis falls down on the puck trying to kill some more time or get the face-off. He ends up coming away from the puck, and from one knee, he is able to get a stick on it and roll it around the wall into the Greenville zone. Excellent effort there from Tim Theocharidis.
Boy, how good has he been? I mean, he has really evolved into one of the steadfast defenders on this team.
Iceman with a steal, shorthanded. It's Nazarian, cannot get the shot away. And the Swamp Rabbits come right back. Gerard's left side. Defended, save made by Williams as Gerard went around the wall. And then Theocharidis shoves Gerard's away after the whistle. Theocharidis actually took his bucket off of his head after the whistle there too.
Just talking about Theocharidis, and I really felt like he elevated his game at the time that Luke Martin departed the team.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody needed to kind of fill that shoes, that offensive side of it, and he's been a great two-way guy. And I kind of feel like once Martin moved on, he kind of became that guy that was really trying to fill those shoes. Those are big shoes to fill, and I think he's done an excellent job. Had a really good stretch where he was just racking up points every night. But even on the defensive side of things there, he kind of can play in all situations and has been a very reliable guy for Coach Luco.
Face-off is to the right of Charles Williams. Easton Brodzinski will come out of the penalty box in 5 seconds. Icemen win the face-off as well. It is Hadfield chipping off glass and out. Brodzinski is back out onto the ice, so both teams now 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the Swamp Rabbits have the puck around the back of their net. Lead pass connects. They are onside as Williams makes a glove save. It pops out of his glove into the corner, so we play on. Icemen dig it around to the opposite wall. And up the right side is Luca Hano, stolen by Greenville. Their forecheck forces the turnover. Hano will try again. He gets it to Hadfield behind the net. Off the end boards, Greenville again gets it. Huge hit by Lodermeyer. He just plastered Dallas Gerards. Swamp Rabbits unable to keep the puck in the zone, but now it's Lodermeyer who overskates it. And the players getting a little chippy right now as the Icemen get the puck back. And then another collision between Lodermeyer and Knockbar this time as the Icemen redirect into the Swamp Rabbit zone. Perhaps a hit like that will generate a little energy for the Icemen, something that I think they need right now.
I like that side of Derek Lodermeyer there.
Too.
A little shove there, too, as he stared another guy in the face, gave him a nice shove. Yeah, let's go, Derek.
Bouncing puck comes free for the Swamp Rabbits in the offensive end. Eastman will rim it around to the far side. It is DeRoche trying to knock it free. Swamp Rabbits lose it, and this Icemen carry through center ice. It is Martin tossing it into the right side. Bednar comes way out of his net to play it. He read that play very smartly as it comes back to Bednar, who will glove it down for his defenseman, and Joe Gattenby. Down to 2:50 to go in period number 1. It is Greenville 2, Jacksonville nothing. Icemen stand a man up at their own blue line. It is Hadfield with the defensive play. To the right side for Martin. Tries a lead pass ahead for Yeamans. He ends up with the puck. It kind of kicked right onto his stick. Looks to center. McKechnie got a piece of it, but the Icemen get it right back. Martin couldn't handle the puck. Ethan Kapp flips it around the wall to the far side. Martin gives chase, but it's Max Martin for Greenville that takes it to center. Icemen get it right back on a deflection. Here comes Nazarian for Martin. Martin couldn't pull the trigger on the shot. He had an opportunity to take the shot instead, but he tried to go pass, and that cost him as the Swamp Rabbits skate right back into the Jacksonville zone. Good speed, team speed from Greenville to take it into the offensive end. It is Russell to the right circle. Snapshot up high. It's over the crossbar. Held in by Russell. Another shot deflected away by Williams. We've got a whistle, and it looks like Logan Gruel thought that Williams had gloved the puck, even though he didn't. So it's going to be a face-off in the Jacksonville zone with 1:57 to go in period number 1. Jacksonville down by a pair at 2-0. Coming up in the first intermission, we will have your ECHL plays of the week. And we'll go through the ECHL scoreboard as well. As the Icemen get a late change, Luca Hano heads to the bench. Victor Hadfield steps on the ice. Christopher Brown on the face-off against Josh McKechnie. McKechnie, who had a beautiful feed on Greenville's first goal. Swamp Rabbits win the face-off. Rister in a screen. Goes off a leg into the corner. Lodermeyer tries to go between the legs. The Swamp Rabbits get it back. Their forecheck has been excellent tonight as Hadfield plays the puck away from trouble, comes back towards the blue line. It goes by Russell and out to the Swamp Rabbit line. It is Russell, D to D for Inamoto. Jacksonville steps in to get a piece of it. It comes right back to Inamoto, and the Swamp Rabbits will play it in deep. John DeRoche first on the puck for the Icemen. Rink wide pass. It is Nazarian from center ice. Steps around one man, tries to split a double team, rolls towards goal. Lodermeyer steps in, trying to keep the puck away from Inamoto. Swamp Rabbits chip it off glass at the line. It is held in. Swamp Rabbits get it back, long outlet pass, and they will have a offside call against Greenville with 1:07 on the clock. It's pretty much been all Greenville after about the first 3 or 4 minutes of this one. Swamp Rabbits have outshot Jacksonville 15-7 in this first period. And we talked about it at the very beginning of the game, how this first period would go with Jacksonville now in their third game in 4 days. Greenville hasn't played, I think, since last Sunday. And by tomorrow, it's going to be that much more tiresome for the Icemen, as it'll be their fourth game in 5 days, while Greenville has just these 2 games this weekend. In fact, Greenville was here in Jacksonville watching the game against the Icemen as Williams makes another save. That's now 16 shots on goal for the Swamp Rabbits in this first period. Jacksonville still having trouble clearing the zone, and the Swamp Rabbits get another steal. On the backhand, shot is blocked, rebound goes wide on the play. Greenville's forecheck has been excellent tonight, and Jacksonville's got to find a way to adjust in the second period from that. Tim Theocharidis finally skates to center ice for the Icemen, gets a wrister away, save is made by Bednard, rebound tapped loose by Jacksonville out to center ice, and Luke Lynch will backhand it back into the zone. 17 seconds to go in the period. Greenville behind the net, and we've got a scramble right by the Greenville bench. Sticks are up high. Play is continuing right now as the Swamp Rabbits take it into the zone with 7 seconds to go. Jacksonville gets it back, looking for a stretch pass. It goes by Brodzinski. No icing here, and time will expire as Greenville has outshot Jacksonville 16-8, and they are leading 2-0 after 1 period of play. They've earned the lead. Justin Nockbar, his 3rd goal of the season from Josh McKechnie at the 6:29 mark. And then the Swamp Rabbits get an unassisted goal from Max Martin on a turnover right in front of Charles Williams. Martin, his 5th goal of the year at 13:18 of period number 1. So back to the drawing board here for the Icemen, as we still have a handful of players from each team still on the ice. Logan Gruel talking to Icemen captain Christopher Brown and alternate captain for Greenville, Dallas Gerads. No penalties came from that last skirmish right at the Swamp Rabbit bench, but it is testy already. And with it being a home-and-home series, it could get a little more intense by the end of tonight's game and perhaps bleed over into tomorrow too. So again, coming up, we will have your ECHL plays of the week. We'll go through the ECHL scoreboard as well. But first, let's bring you down to ice level, where Joe Massa will be introducing Alex Reed.
All righty, Icemen fans, now let's join Alex Reed for our first period intermission report, brought to you by All Pro Heating and Air.
All right, fans, I'm here with Iceman forward, Easton Brodzinski. And Brods, you look at the period there, tough one there. Still plenty of time left. You guys have always had that ability to show the comeback here. Your thoughts on what you guys need to do here in the second period to get back on track?
Yeah, you know, that first period wasn't really the best thing ever, but, I mean, we got 2 more to go, and that team in there, I know we can get the job done, so we just got to stick to what we know, and hopefully good things will come.
Big rash of injuries on the blue line and the defensive side of things. You got 5 going here. You got a couple new guys just still learning the ropes here. You know, how does that change what you guys do on the ice, knowing that the back end's just a little short-handed right now?
I mean, yeah, it's tough, but I mean, the new guys that have came in really stepped up big time and have helped us out in a lot of ways. So I mean, they're just like the other guys. I mean, we wish we could have them back, but it is what it is, and we'll keep trucking.
All right, buddy, keep it going.
Thank you.
All right, that was Easton Brodzinski here for your first intermission report.
Thank you to Easton. Reader, of course, thank you to you as well. It is 2-0 Greenville. They have the advantage over the Jacksonville Icemen after 1 period of play. We'll return in just a moment with your plays of the week. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
On the go, you own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. There's nobody quite like you, so be yourself and bank your way at Community First. Get free checking with rewards, your paycheck deposited a day early, and other benefits like Zelle, an easy way to pay family and friends for complete control of your money. Go ahead, own it. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union, just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-Card Poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
And welcome back to downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson with you on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv. You may have noticed we could not get the ECHL Plays of the Week. I have had a bear of a time with that all week long. I don't know what is going on, but maybe it's just not meant to be for having the Plays of the Week this time. You didn't miss much. Plenty of highlights around the league. Most of them belong to Jacksonville, and I guess we'll just leave it at that. Of course, the Icemen on a 5-game winning streak coming into tonight, but that is on the line right now as the Icemen trail 2-0 after just one period of play. Let's go to the ECHL scoreboard. Every team in the South Division is in action tonight. One of them is playing outside of the division. Of course, when there's only 7 teams, if they're all playing, then one of them has to be playing a non-divisional game. That team happens to be the South Carolina Stingrays. They defeated the Worcester Railers on the road last night up in Massachusetts in the first of a 3-game series between those two clubs. And right now they have the advantage again, 1-0 at Worcester. The Stingrays have the lead. That is midway through the second period, so they're a little bit ahead of us there. A little bit of an upset going, and it's to benefit to Jacksonville as the Orlando Solar Bears, after one period of play, have a 1-0 lead over the first place Florida Everblades. So, of course, the Icemen are hoping that that score holds form throughout the remainder of the contest. Florida currently has a 2-point lead over the Icemen in the South Division standings. Florida in first, Jacksonville alone in second place going into tonight's action. And the other game belonging in the South Division, it's the Battle of Georgia. First time this, maybe ever, it's the first time we've ever had a Battle of Georgia? No, maybe not. The Macon Whoopie used to be in the ECHL very, very briefly years ago. But right now it's the Atlanta Gladiators at the Savannah Ghost Pirates. Savannah just scored, but they do still trail. It is 3-2. Atlanta has the lead. That is midway through the second period. Elsewhere around the league, we do have one final score. The Maine Mariners are playing some very good hockey right now, and they showed it today to the first place Newfoundland Growlers. Maine defeats Newfoundland out on the rock. That is in St. John's. Maine wins it 5-2 on the road today against the Growlers. Maine trying to make a push in that North Division standings. Also around the league, the Norfolk Admirals, who had a victory against Trois-Rivières last night. They are now tied with the same Trois-Rivières Lions. That is in Norfolk early in the third period. 2-2 is your score there. The Indy Fuel have a 3-1 lead at home over the Kansas City Mavericks. That is early in the second period of play. The Fort Wayne Comets with a 1-0 lead over the Kalamazoo Wings. That is midway through the second period. That game is in Kalamazoo. The Wings are struggling right now as Kalamazoo has lost 5 in a row going into this one, and again trailing in the second period of that game. The Reading Royals have a 2-1 advantage early in the second period over the Adirondack Thunder. And quickly through the other games, the Iowa Heartlanders, coming off a victory, just their 8th win of the year last night, looking to do it again against the Wheeling Nailers. Iowa has a 2-0 lead at Wheeling after one period of play. A good one in the state of Ohio tonight. The Cincinnati Cyclones hosting the Toledo Walleye. It is 1-0 Toledo. They lead Cincinnati. That is late in the first period. Those two teams battling for first place. Battling for second place, I should say, right now. Cincinnati has a 2-point lead over Toledo. The Walleye are playing very well, though. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. And a couple more games for you. The Idaho Steelheads are at the Tulsa Oilers. That game just started, as it did in Wichita. The Wichita Thunder hosting the Rapid City Rush. And one game that's about an hour from starting, as the Utah Grizzlies will host the Allen Americans tonight. So a heavy schedule in the ECHL tonight, of course, on a Saturday night in February. Where would you rather be but watching a hockey game somewhere around the country? Also want to give a quick hello to former Jacksonville Icemen head coach Jason Christie in attendance tonight. Of course, it's the NHL All-Star break. The All-Stars are in South Florida, but Jason Christie, now the assistant coach of the NHL's Buffalo Sabres, had a few extra days for the All-Star break, so he comes back down here to Jacksonville, and he is in attendance tonight. Great to see Smurf this evening, and I know it's great for him to be here as well. He will forever have an attachment to the Jacksonville Icemen as their first ever head coach, all the way back from the 2017 season. Just about set for hockey. Period number 2, moments away from starting. The Icemen need a much better effort in the second period than they got in the first, so we'll see if they have some adjustments. They had trouble getting the puck out of their own zone in the first period. Greenville's forecheck was excellent and created some opportunities, including their second goal on the unassisted goal from Max Martin. Icemen have possession. We are underway. Jacksonville with a shot deflecting on goal. Couple men go down on the play as Martin was taken down. No call. We play on as the Icemen keep the puck in. It is Lynch at the right side. Fans on a shot. He'll play it down low instead. Martin overskates. Comes back to the blue line. Wrist shot from the blue line is deflected wide. Harris rims it around. Harris was shaken up on the play. He went awkwardly into the boards as the Icemen again will keep the puck in the zone. It is Martin just tapping it in deep. Jacksonville needed a line change, and the Swamp Rabbits have it behind their own net. In possession is Brandon McManus. McManus behind his own net. Easton Brodzinski coming on. Aaron Nazarian and Ryan Bednard having a little game of cat and mouse as Bednard had his glove, his goaltender's glove, right in the face of Aaron Nazarian as the Swamp Rabbits come away. Huge save by Williams with the right pad. Put a star on that one as the Icemen come back. trying to play it into the zone, and Nazarian, he works it to the backhand side, can't get a shot away, gets it back in the corner, spins away from one man, tries to kick it for Brodzinski, comes around the wall, Dwyer's shot is deflected into the corner, and the Swamp Rabbits play it up the wall, but not out. Rister in a screen, blocked by Greenville. Lead pass ahead, connects on the left side. Toe drag move. Swamp Rabbits get a sharp angle shot that goes off the side of the net. Greenville goes from defense to offense in a flash. McManus gets it back for Greenville. Back to the blue line. Inamoto for McManus. He's defended by Dwyer. Throwing it into the corner. The Swamp Rabbits keep possession. Ethan Somoza gives it up to the Icemen. Man goes down for Jacksonville. Swamp Rabbits get it back. Another turnover set up by the forecheck. Comes to the blue line for Inamoto. Inamoto stick handling all the way to the left circle. To the line, it's Russell with a bomb, and a save made by Williams. He'll gobble it up right in his logo, and the faceoff will come in Jacksonville's end. Just over 2 minutes gone by in this second period. And back and forth action in the opening moments here. Ben Freeman taking the faceoff for the Swamp Rabbits. It's Derek Lodermeyer for Jacksonville. Lodermeyer had the eventual game-winning goal last night. As the Swamp Rabbits are called for a hand pass. Greenville's trying to protest that the Icemen had touched the puck, but they did not. Faceoff will come outside the Icemen blue line. As the Icemen will have Lodermeyer flanked by Ryan Lowen and Zach Jordan. Swamp Rabbits with it at the red line. Gendron rims it around, comes to the near side for Tanner Eberle. Eberle to the blue line, slap shot by Gattenby, deflected and a save is made by Williams. He'll eat it up with the glove before anybody else can get to it. That puck was on the ice briefly, but Williams saw it all the way. Charles Williams, I think, has actually been a bright spot in this game as the Swamp Rabbits are up to 19 shots on goal right now. We're just over 22 minutes of hockey played, and Greenville is peppering the Jacksonville net right now. Remember, Jacksonville only allowed 14 total shots all last night against the first-place Everblades, but a totally different story tonight as Greenville looks to move in on the forecheck. Excellent work by Pinot just to get the puck out of the zone. He gets it back, moving it D to D for Hadfield. Hadfield up the left side, and Greenville forces another turnover. It's Carter Such forehanding it in deep. Hadfield's got plenty of time and space this time to feed it ahead for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer shifts away from a man. A couple of Swamp Rabbits run into each other, and one of them fell down at center ice. Jacksonville plays it in deep. Gattenby shovels it up the far side, and the Swamp Rabbits with a clean exit out of their zone. They've got a 3-on-2 odd man rush. Eastman up the near side, gets a backhander away, saved by Williams. There was a little space there, but Williams got it with the left arm. Greenville with their forecheck again holds it in the zone briefly, and now they keep it in the zone. Eastman into the slot, forehand is blocked, comes to the near side boards, and the Icemen come away with it. Luca Hano, the defenseman, all by himself for now. He'll just chip it in, and the Swamp Rabbits are first to the puck. It is Bednard to the left side. Greenville plays it to center. Icemen are in control there. Brendan Harris for Tim Theochardis back in his own end. Theochardis paired with John DeRoche. Theochardis crisply to the left side. Harris grabs it, skates behind the Greenville net, all the way to the right circle, feeds it to the line for Theochardis, shifts away from one man, shifts away from another. Excellent work by Theochardis as he skates into the corner. Up high for Harris. Puck is rolling on edge. He has to flatten it down first. Theochardis gets it back, still at the half wall on the far side. Theochardis feeds it down low. Lynch gives chase, comes around the boards for the Swamp Rabbits. They'll chip it up the right side, and Beauchamp works it free to the neutral zone. Beauchamp looking to go around DeRoche. Puck slides to the far side. Swamp Rabbits hold it in. Rister goes wide off the end boards. Hustling for it for the Iceman is Craig Martin. He'll try to reverse it for DeRoche. DeRoche is double teamed, slips it loose. Swamp Rabbits get it back. DeRoche gets another opportunity. He's hit from behind. We play on, just more of a shove than a hit. as Luke Lynch tries to kick it loose. DeRoche again gets spilled on the play as the Swamp Rabbits forecheck once again forces the turnover. Another dead angle shot that caught Williams in the mask. Williams makes another save. Puck comes loose. Icemen come away with it. It is Lynch up the wall and finally out to center ice. This forechecking pressure from Greenville has been relentless all night long thus far as the Icemen look for a steal at center ice. They got a piece of it, but they couldn't maintain control. 14:51 to go in the second period. It's Greenville 2, Jacksonville 1. As we bring Alex Reed back in, and I couldn't be more impressed with the Swamp Rabbits as Jacksonville skates up the left side. Lead pass ahead, looking for Yeamans. It's out of his reach as he was trying to get a stretch pass ahead. He might have broken in alone, but it would have had to be a perfect feed. And the Swamp Rabbits get back into the Jacksonville zone. Good edge work there by the Icemen as Victor Hadfield sends it away for Yeamans. He deflects in, and the Swamp Rabbits are first to the puck. So Greenville's forechecking has been fantastic, and Jacksonville's forecheck, which is normally excellent, just does not seem to be clicking the way that it normally does, Alex.
No, it's tough because they played so well last night here, but you're right, it just seems to not quite be there. It wasn't the most enthusiastic first period that we saw here, and again, this is a fresh team that hasn't played all week too that they're playing, but again, just that that a little bit of an extra pop there is what seems to kind of be lacking again. And when you are shorthanded on the defensive side, that's where you need your forwards to be better there on the back end and in the back check as well.
We'll take a quick break as Greenville is called for offside. They lead 2-0, and the Icemen are looking for some offense. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. With Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you on Mixler and on flowhockey.tv. Jacksonville looking to generate some offense. It has been tough to come by. This is the kind of game that Jacksonville is used to putting on other teams, but right now it is Greenville as the aggressor. They've earned this lead, but there's still plenty of hockey left. Icemen play it in deep behind the Greenville net. Swamp Rabbits are first to the puck. Clean break out of their zone. They've done that a lot tonight too. Carter Such will wrist it in over the crossbar of Williams. Swamp Rabbits are first to the puck. It's Tanner Eberle trying to get away from a double team. The Icemen come away with the puck, trying to clear. They cannot do it. Again, the forecheck holds it in, then forces a turnover. Eberle behind the Jacksonville net, looking to spin away from Thea Charitis. Eberle all the way to the top of the circle. Thea Charitis finally rides him off the puck. It is Lowen with a good, smart feed to Lodermeyer. Here come the Icemen with a 3-on-2. Right side, wrist shot off the side of the net. The fans thought it was in as it kind of made the net puff a little bit there, but It was just wide to the short side.
Yeah, just wide there. Another rush there. Lodermeyer getting involved, but I was right there with you, Arlie. I thought for a minute, did that one slip in? But then you see it hit the backside of the net, and that little move there got everyone a little bit excited. But there was a rush. Maybe Jacksonville can build off that rush right now. Just trying to get some kind of spark going here on the offensive side of things. And that, you're right, though, the forecheck has been sound here for Greenville so far here in this game.
And Reeder, you said it in the first period, and it's always the case when it's a 2-0 lead for any team that the next goal is big. I think it's bigger in this one than most as Williams makes a great right leg save. Rebound, slap shot by Russell, whistles wide. He's got a good shot, Russell does. Swamp Rabbits hold it in. They're just quicker to the puck right now. Jacksonville's got to find a way to get some energy, and I think the only way to get it right now is with a goal. They need this next goal. Swamp Rabbits keep it in again with their pressure. Slap shot, or pass is deflected away. Comes loose for the Icemen. Great move by Martin. Martin over the blue line. Drop pass for Lynch. To the left side for Harris. It was behind him. Lynch gets it back, tries to center, but it goes off the side of the net. Icemen still in control, however. Lynch behind the net, centering feed. On the doorstep was Martin, but he couldn't put it on frame. Comes back to the blue line, and it's just out of the reach of Luca Hinault. It comes all the way back to Charles Williams instead. It was a bang-bang play, and Martin could not get a stick on that centering feed. Jacksonville's right back in the offensive zone. Brodzinski to the blue line. Slap shot save is made. Rebound is loose. And Bednard puts a glove again right into the face of Aaron Azarian. That puck was free. And Bednard's trying to stare him down. 6'5" against 5'9". And he's just trying to impose his physical presence. And Aaron Azarian is not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. And listen, Bednard, he left the crease. He was there in front trying to make that save. So he was kind of fair game in that situation. And it was loose. You don't have to like it that you took a whack there on the glove, but you didn't catch that one cleanly, and you abandoned your crease. It kind of changes the game a little bit there, but Nazarian wasn't moving there despite the height differential between the two players.
Jacksonville keeps Aaron Azarian on the ice with Easton Brodzinski and Christopher Brown. At the blue line, it's Victor Hadfield and Tim Theocharidis. Greenville wins the draw. Gattenby to the left side. Skating into the offensive end is Ethan Somoza. He'll take it behind the Jacksonville net. Puck bounces up into the air. It comes free for the Icemen. Victor Hadfield fakes to the right, goes to the left for Theocharidis. Rink wide, that's a good look. Brodzinski to Brown. Back to the left side. Brodzinski is onside, looking to go wide on Russell. Brodzinski overskated the puck, and the Swamp Rabbits come away with it. High aerial pass looking for Somoza. Are they going to call this icing? Surprised that it's icing.
Hey.
Oh, Fang has made his way in here. Perfect timing, Fang, as we have a whistle and a stoppage in play. Do not bring the popcorn to Reeder. You're just, now he's slamming him with the popcorn.
Now I'm getting beat with the popcorn, but it's either one way or the other, I'm going to get beat by it. So.
Yeah, he's pouring salt in the wound, Reeder. You cannot touch the popcorn.
Exactly. That is an enormous bag, too.
Yeah, enormous. Yeah. If it was after the game, I would have probably half the bag.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, Fang, great to see you, my friend.
Bye, Fang.
Come by anytime. Face-off is in the Greenville zone. Swamp Rabbits win it and clear it.
Well, that was a fun whistle.
Always. No icing here. Jacksonville had touched the puck. So it comes deep into the Icemen zone. 2-on-2 along the wall. Swamp Rabbits come away with it. Cap plays it down low. Dwyer is defending. Lodermeyer is in there as well. Third man in for Jacksonville is Hinault. Plays it up the wall. Swamp Rabbits pinch in and hold the zone. Icemen get it back. It is Hinault around the near side boards this time. It comes up high for Lodermeyer. Jacksonville's got a three-man attack, but three back for Greenville as well. Wrist shot, routine save made by Bednard. Rebound held in by Zach Jordan. Comes to the near side corner for Lodermeyer. Derek Lodermeyer comes all the way to the blue line. One-timer. Glove save made by Bednard. Sort of hot dogged it a little bit, and now again sticks up high after the whistle with 10:23 to go in the second period. Still 2-0 Greenville as Ryan Bednard maintains his shutout right now.
Yes, he does, and that one again coming out, lunging forward a little bit there outside of the crease, and he was just not today on that one, but face-off coming up here to his left.
Yes, it is. It is to his left, Reeder.
Yes, it will be. It will be to his left. As, like you said, Arlie, he's stopped every single shot.
Every one. Some people would call that a shutout at this point.
Yes.
Currently, with a shutout, is Ryan Bednard. Draw comes to his left.
Thinking it.
As you said. And the Icemen, first on it is Lynch for Martin. Couldn't pull the trigger. It was on his backhand side. And the Swamp Rabbits get the steal and skate out of the zone. Carrying up the right side is Beauchamp. Stops at the half wall. Icemen poke it away. Lynch looks to clear it for Martin. He's got him. 2-on-2 with Harris. Martin over the blue line. They are onside. Drop pass for Harris at the line. Plays it for Hadfield, who activates from the line. Back to the blue line. Theocharidis with traffic in front. Slap shot just over the crossbar. Redirects back to Bednard, who pounces out of his blue paint to freeze it, and we will take a break in the action. 9:51 to go in the second period. It is still Greenville 2, Jacksonville nothing. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
On the go, you own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. There's nobody quite like you, so be yourself and bank your way at Community First. Get free checking with rewards, your paycheck deposited a day early, and other benefits like Zelle, an easy way to pay family and friends. For complete control of your money, go ahead, own it. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Face off in the Swamp Rabbit zone. Jacksonville wins it. Wrist shot easily gloved by Bednar that time. Would have gone well wide, but he wanted the face off anyway. Also curious, it's been a very chippy game, and I believe that the intensity will ratchet up the further that this game and weekend moves along.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, there's just a lot going on right now in this division. I was a little surprised that last night's game was as quiet as it was until the very end. Of course, things got pretty heated fast, but there's so much riding on these South Division games, as we've been talking about and beating it to death here, but it's just so tight in the division here, and all these teams are involved, and they know how big these are.
Icemen keep the puck in the offensive end. It is Hadfield on his backhand, gets a forehand away. It went right through the blue paint. Looked like more of a pass than a shot. Jacksonville holds on to possession. Harris into the bumper for Lynch. Cannot get the shot away. Look out. 2-on-1 the other way for the Swamp Rabbits. Eberly has the puck on the left side. Saucer pass, one-timer. Goes wide from Such. Redirects all the way to the blue line. Greenville holds in. Icemen get a piece of it at the blue line, and they kick it out to center ice.
Too many men.
Swamp Rabbits Jacksonville's calling for too many men, and the linesman, Cole Rui, will call it. So Cole Rui, the linesman, on the spot, and it will be a power play for the Icemen for too many men.
Andrew Lord, I think he just realized what happened, and he jumped up and looked down at that end of the bench. He said, "Who did it? Who went off? Who came on?" So he wanted to get an explanation, but it was the right call there. There was a little confusion there as they were trying to make that change, and Jacksonville now with a power play opportunity. They're good at home. They've been good against Greenville. Is this going to be the opportunity here that they need here to get this goal on the board?
Yeah, maybe it is something like that, and what is really an unforced error by Greenville, and we'll see if the Icemen can take advantage of it here with the 5-on-4 power play. They're 0 for 1 tonight. Icemen win the draw. Right side, it is Brown. Top of the circle, wrist shot blocked in front, cleared away by Greenville. Derek Lodemeyer, Ryan Lowen, and Zach Jordan, your forwards. Completing the 5 on the ice is Luca Hinault. He has the puck right now, dropping it for Brown deep in his own zone. He accelerates through the neutral zone. Lost the handle, and Greenville gets it back and again plays it behind the Jacksonville net. So not the best start in the opening 30 seconds of this power play. Here comes Hinault again. Steps away from one back checker, plays it himself, chips and chases into the corner to the left side of Bednar, feeding it behind the net. Icemen still with the puck. It is Lowen at the left circle. Shifts away from pressure. Feeds it for Jordan. Jordan cross ice look for Theocharidis. Couple men in between the not good spacing there from Jacksonville as the Swamp Rabbits get the puck back, rimming it around. And it's going to be Freeman trying to clear out. They had an easy opportunity to clear the zone, but the Icemen, for now anyway, keep the puck in. It rolls to the blue line. Icemen still with it. They have 52 seconds on the power play. Hinault fakes the shot. Lowen goes cross ice. It's deflected towards the blue line, held in. Lowen had an opportunity to shoot, but again, went to go seam pass instead. Icemen still with possession. Lowen at the left circle. This time he takes the shot. Blocker save is made. Rebound into the corner. Referee is involved on a check from Greenville into the Jacksonville player. 29 seconds to go on the power play. 3-on-3 battle in the corner. It is getting rough in there. The puck is still tied up along the wall. Icemen are trying their best to get that puck out of there, Greenville just wants to keep the play moving. The Icemen finally pull it away, but it goes straight to the Swamp Rabbits, who clear it out. And just 9 seconds to go on the power play, and not much happening on that one. I believe just the one shot on goal from Ryan Lowen. Out of the penalty box comes McManus. Teams are at 5-on-5 as Jacksonville plays it to the Greenville line. They'll tap it into the corner. Martin rims it around. Held in there by Luke Lynch. Lynch for Theocharidis at the right circle. Back for Lynch. Sharp angle shot. Looks to go cross ice. It finds Hadfield on the opposite side. Fanning on the shot is Martin. And Greenville will play it ahead. They may have a 2-on-1 again. Over the blue line, they're onside. Wrist shot. Glove save is made by Williams off the stick of Ethan Somoza with 6:30 to go. And this is just one of those nights where things just do not seem to be clicking for the Icemen right now. Again, still plenty of time, but they need one thing to go their way and then see if it carries some momentum into the third period.
Yeah, even the one time the puck did go into the net there, I mean, it was ruled no goal there on a high stick. So just kind of adds to your night, where nothing seems to be going right or working for you. Martin with a good opportunity to try to tee off a one-timer. Would have been tough to get that one through the traffic, but he was giving it a go. He didn't get much on it. So things just seem to be a smidge off here. And you're right, though, Arlie. It's just going to take that one spark here, I think, to get this club going.
Great passing play from Greenville, but Williams comes up huge to keep it at 2-0 with the blocker save. The Icemen will ice the puck, but that is fine after Charles Williams, who continues to play great. He's been the best Icemen player tonight.
He really has. That was a big save there. Wide open man on the right side. He handled it perfectly. He's been good. He's the two goals that Greenville scored have kind of been off miscues and turnovers or blown coverages. So they've kind of left him out there to dry. But when things are really in the heat and the thick of things here, he's made the big save.
Face off to the right of Williams. Rugby scrum for the puck. Finally comes away to Jacksonville. They have a three-man rush. DeRoche tries to tap it away. It is loose at center. Nobody can get the handle to it. Right between the two team benches. Finally, DeRoche is tripped up on the play. No call there, and the Swamp Rabbits get possession because of it. To the right side, it's McManus at the circle. Seam pass goes behind the man, and here come the Icemen. They may have a 2-on-1. Hustling back is Gattenby to prevent it, but the Icemen come away with Nazarian. Forehand towards goal. Save is made by Bednard. Rebound for the Swamp Rabbits, and they will send it up the right side. It is McManus for McKechnie. Harris with a hit on McManus, as the Icemen have it behind their own net. Still 2-0 Greenville. 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. Tim Theocharidis has the puck behind his own net for the Icemen. Theocharidis still standing there, waiting for a man to pass to. Feeds it to Hadfield on the right. He's immediately double-teamed, and the Swamp Rabbits steal the puck. Shot on goal, save made by Williams. Swamp Rabbits crash the net as they get the rebound. Couple men go down behind the play. Knockbar trips up Martin. They continue to tangle again. Hadfield goes after Knockbar. Swamp Rabbits still have the puck in the slot. It's Gerads at the left circle going around the world behind the nets. Centering pass. Knockbar takes it, feeds it up high, and we play on. Slap shot from Inamoto. Glove save made by Williams. And then Knockbar goes after Martin again after the whistle with just a little nudge into his back. 4:51 to go in the second period. It is still Greenville 2, Jacksonville nothing. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
When Smart Tools give you control, you own it. When you're confident in your decisions, you own it. When you're sure someone's got your back, you own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. With free digital banking, fewer fees, and a team that's ready to help, you're in control of your money so you can live your life your way. Go ahead and own it. Add an account today at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Jacksonville looking for a spark, anything that will get them jump-started in this game. Greenville is playing, I think, a sensational game. Up 2-0 over Jacksonville. They have 26 shots on goal, only 15 for the Icemen thus far. And their pressure on their forecheck has been most impressive out of everything. And them preventing Jacksonville to use what is normally a great forecheck that the Icemen possess. Equally impressive. As the Swamp Rabbits get a shot towards goal, it is blocked. Icemen try to clear, but the Swamp Rabbits hold it in at the line. Tanner Eberly turns away from Theocharidis, feeds it to the line for Martin. Wrist shot on net. Save is made by Williams with the glove. Max Martin has one of the 2 goals for Greenville. And there's another one on the board. 27 now for the Swamp Rabbits. Faceoff will come to the left side of Charles Williams. Jacksonville with Derek Lodermeyer out there along with Zach Jordan. And Neil Robinson getting a shift now as well for the Icemen as Hano takes it to the blue line, but he loses the handle. And the Swamp Rabbits get it back. Ben Freeman gains the line, then plays it down low. Hano takes the body on a man. Freeman gets it back at the near side corner, rimming it around all the way to the blue line. Ethan Kapp hustles to hold in at the left point. Back behind the Jacksonville net. Centering feed, sharp angle shot, deflects off a leg and all the way out to center ice. Kapp gets it back ahead of Zach Jordan. Kapp plays it into the zone. Will this be icing? It will be. Icing against Greenville with 3:58 to go. And Jacksonville with an offensive zone draw. And sometimes it's the little things like an offensive zone faceoff. Christopher Brown on the draw. The Icemen have Tim Theocharidis and John DeRoche at the blue line. Brown on the faceoff with Lowen on his left in the slot. Aaron Azarian is to his right along the boards. Azarian has had a little bit of a beef with the goaltender Ryan Bednar tonight as Bednar makes a save with the blocker, and he'll freeze it. That was on a wrist shot from the boards by Brown. Icemen keep the same 5 out there. Christopher Brown continues his red-hot play. Up to 39 points on the season now for Christopher Brown. 14 goals leading the team. Although it is balanced attack for the Icemen, as Jacksonville now has 5 players in double digits, all of them between 10 and 14 goals. Swamp Rabbits win the draw. They'll play it immediately into the Jacksonville end. Williams stands his leg up right against the short side post in order to cover it up, as the Swamp Rabbits were trying to jam it in. They could not get it by the left leg of Williams, but another shot on goal for the Swamp Rabbits. And now each team will change up. Craig Martin, Brendan Harris, and Luke Lynch are up front. Both Harris and Martin are riding point streaks right now. Brendan Harris has gotten at least 1 point in 8 straight games as the Swamp Rabbits again try a sharp angle shot. It goes wide, comes back to the blue line, held in there by Gendron. Wrist shot again goes wide to the short side. Swamp Rabbits are first to the puck again. It is McKechnie to the blue line for Gattenby. Greenville in the near side corner. Icemen scrambling, trying to take the puck away from Aiden McDonald. McKechnie defended by Dwyer. Dwyer knocks the puck free. Lynch overskated, but he still gets it to center ice, but no further than that. Greenville is right back into the zone as they change up with exactly 3 minutes to go in the second period. Williams makes another save with his right leg. He'll hold on to it, and the faceoff will come to his right with 2:58 to go. Going back to those point streaks for the Icemen, Brendan Harris has a point in 8 straight games. He now has 12 points in those last 8 games with 3 goals and 9 assists. For Craig Martin, he has scored in 5 straight games, but he has 10 points in the last 5 games. So Craig Martin red hot right now. 8 assists in those 5 games, along with a pair of goals, including a goal last night that ended up being the insurance tally in the closing minutes against Florida. Face off to the right of Williams. Icemen control it. It's Hadfield around the wall for Nazarian. Nazarian tries to play it ahead. It goes off a leg. Swamp Rabbits try to play with it at the blue line, but the Icemen get it right back. It comes up the right side. Good feed for Jordan. Top of the right circle. Man closing towards net. Sharp angle shot. Looking for a rebound there was Jordan, but Bednar did not allow one. And it stays 2-0 with 2:39 to go. Another line change for both clubs here, as the Icemen trying to find a way to get their first by Ryan Bednard, or at least the first one to count. As Alex Reed addressed early in the game, the Icemen did have a puck in the net, but they disallowed it by the Icemen touching the puck with a high stick, which we both happen to believe was the right call, but it never did go to replay. Icemen win the faceoff. Bednard another glove save. Man, he's making the 60-foot routine wrist shots look like they're right on the doorstep. Going full style points with that save there. And it reaches a point when if it's a 60-foot routine wrister, is it style points or is it something a little different? Either way, caught my attention. Face off again to his left, and the Icemen win the draw. Wrist shot in the screen. Deflects off the backboards, and it comes free for the Swamp Rabbits. They'll chip it off the glass and out. Icemen back with it at the red line. It is Brodzinski to the left side. Theocharidis. Cross ice look out. That nearly took off the head of Christopher Brown. It stayed in play, but the Swamp Rabbits get the turnover. Up the right side, Brandon McManus. Looking for Eastman. Back for McManus. Slap shot is deflected behind the net. Ethan Somoza loses it to Luca Hano, and the Icemen carry it up the right side. It is Brown through the neutral zone. He'll snapshot it in to the right of Bednard. Swamp Rabbits are first to the puck. They lose it to Lowen. Can he get the puck free? Comes to the left side. Brown holds it into the circle. Looking for Lowen. Back for Brown. On his forehand. Cannot get the shot away. Comes to the blue line for Hadfield. Brown gets it back. Hadfield again at the left point. He's tried to play it in deep, and just nothing seems to be working tonight for Jacksonville as the Swamp Rabbits play it in. DeRoche first on the puck. To the left side for Hadfield, down to 90 seconds to go in the second period. DeRoche up the wall for Lynch, tries to redirect it out. Swamp Rabbits hold it in again with their pressure. They'll rim it around and reverse it to the near side. Greenville's first to the puck. Gattenby will go the opposite way. Comes back to the wall. Lynch knocks it away. Finds Martin at center ice. Martin to the left for Hadfield. He'll deflect in, defended by Gattenby. Hadfield continues his run. Swamp Rabbits try to clear it out. Comes loose for the Icemen, sliding towards the blue line. Do they hold it in? Yes, for the moment, but the Swamp Rabbits get it back and clear the zone. No icing here. Luca Hano behind his own net for the Icemen. Down to 48 seconds to go in the second period. Jacksonville still down 2-0. And a steal from Greenville. Jacksonville steals right back. Lynch at center ice, dropping it back for Hadfield. Hadfield, D to D for Hano. Play is just muddled up in the neutral zone. The Icemen are having a hard time just getting into the zone at times. Jacksonville does gain the line now. They'll kick it for Aaron Nazarian, but the Swamp Rabbits steal it and skate through center. Such tries to gain the line. Tapped free by Jacksonville. Here comes Nazarian. Nazarian over the blue line. Onside, cutting to net is Jordan. He cannot get the pass away. Icemen get it back. 10 seconds to go in the period. Harris at the blue line. Wrister in a screen. Glove save is made by Bednard. He will freeze it with 7.1 seconds to go. The Icemen getting some pressure, but very little sustained pressure. A shot here, a shot there. And again, it's going to be back to the drawing board for Jacksonville unless they can find a way to catch lightning in a bottle here in the closing moments of period number 2. Christopher Brown instructing some of his teammates as Derek Lodermeyer will take the draw. Tim Theocharidis is at the top of the circle. Brown is as well. Lodermeyer is going to try and win this draw to Brown about 45 feet away from net. Nobody can get the handle to it yet. Now the Icemen do it as Theocharidis with a wrister. Pad save is made by Bednard, and that will do it. With 1 second on the clock, Ryan Bednard is starting to play his game the way that he has done over the years, and it is the Swamp Rabbits with a 2-0 lead over the Jacksonville Icemen after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal. Greenville in the second period. Tell you what they got in just a moment. Greenville in the second period with 13. They have a two-period total of 29. Jacksonville gets 11 shots on goal. They have a two-period total of 19. So Jacksonville, they just went to 12 shots for Jacksonville, so 20 shots on goal now for Jacksonville. But the Swamp Rabbits are playing what I think is a near flawless game right now. The Icemen have got to find a way to make their third period their period and not Greenville's. Put some pressure on, try and get an early goal, try and create some momentum, and see what can develop in the third period. Remember, Jacksonville has 6 two-goal comebacks or greater this year for victories. They also lead the ECHL with 7 victories when trailing after 2 periods. So the Icemen have been down this road before. We'll see if they can do it again tonight on home ice. Let's bring you back down to ice level with Alex Reed in just a moment.
And now, fans, let's join Alex Reed for our second period intermission report presented by All Pro Heating and Air.
All right, fans, I'm here with Iceman defenseman Timothy Acherdis. Timmy, I know we're through 40 minutes here. Seems like the Greenville forecheck's been pretty good here tonight. I know you guys are short-handed on the back end here. How are you handling the extra workload here? Because I know you guys are doing a lot of double shifting here.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay calm, poised with the puck, and make the simple plays. We're not trying to do too much out there as a team because, like you said, we're short back in the back end, and we're just trying to deal with it.
Looking after you guys have been kind of the comeback kids here, so this is not anything new for you guys. Really, what's the mindset here on the bench or in the locker room right now?
I think we just need to treat it as a fresh period, 0-0 in our minds, and come out and play like we know how to.
All right, thanks, Tim. We'll see you, Nick.
Thank you.
That was Timothy Acherdis here with your second intermission report.
Thank you both, and I like the viewpoint there from Timothy Acherdis. Just play like it's 0-0 and just keep coming out and try to win the period. Don't have to necessarily win it in the first 5 minutes of that period. Just come out with a little bit of a burst, have some energy to start the third period, see if you can create a good opportunity, try and cut the deficit in half, try and put a little more pressure on Greenville, and then take it shift by shift from there. We will take a break and return in a few minutes. We will again go through your ECHL scoreboard and take you through the South Division standings as well from top to bottom. That is coming up on the back end. It is 2-0. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits have the lead over the Jacksonville Icemen. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We are between periods 2 and 3. The Jacksonville Icemen trailing the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 2-0 after 2 periods of play. Both goals coming in the first period, one from Justin Nockbar, one from Max Martin for the Swamp Rabbits. Let us go to the ECHL South Division standings. We will go top to bottom with this one as the Icemen, on a 5-game winning streak coming into tonight, have really put themselves in the mix here for the top spot in the South. They're not there yet, but they are just 2 points shy of the Florida Everblades going into tonight's action. It is still Florida at the top. They are trying to separate. They built a 7-point cushion over 5th place Atlanta. And remember, just a couple weeks ago, around the All-Star break, we were talking about the top 5 teams being separated by a grand total of 2 total points. It is a little different now. Florida now has a 7-point lead over 5th place Atlanta. They just have a 2-point lead over Jacksonville. So Florida, their record, 26 wins, 10 losses, 3 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. They have 57 points. The Icemen are next. Your Icemen stand at 27 wins, 13 losses, only 1 overtime loss. They have 55 points. So as of today's action, they are 2 points behind Florida. They are currently 2 points ahead of South Carolina. But tonight's current scores not helping out the Icemen right now. We'll give you a little bit of a update on the scores at the tail end of this intermission, tell you where the other games stand. South Carolina in 3rd place, 24 wins, 10 losses, 4 overtime losses, and a shootout loss for them. They have 53 points, again, 2 points behind Jacksonville. Then 2 points behind South Carolina, it's tonight's opponent, the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Couldn't be more impressed by Greenville tonight, truthfully. They have 22 wins, 11 losses, 7 overtime losses for them. They have 51 points on the season. Right now they have a 1-point edge over the 5th place Atlanta Gladiators. Atlanta stands at 23-14, 3-1 for their 50 points. Not done yet and still in the mix for the playoffs are the Orlando Solar Bears. They sit in 6th place. They are a game over 500 right now. 20 wins, 19 losses, 5 overtime losses, and a shootout loss. They have 46 points. They are currently 4 points behind Atlanta, 5 points behind 4th place Greenville. And again, that 4th place spot is important because it is the top 4 teams in each division that advance to the playoffs. So Orlando has to find a way to make up that kind of ground. The other thing going against the Solar Bears, they have played 45 games this year. That is 4 or more games than every other team that is ahead of them in the standings. So everybody else has multiple games in hand on the Solar Bears. They have an uphill climb, but they are still in the mix, we'll call it, for the Solar Bears. And they're playing better hockey as of late as well, as the Solar Bears have just jumped over the 500 mark. Finally, in 7th and last place, it is the Savannah Ghost Pirates. They sit at 12 wins, 22 losses, 7 overtime losses, and 1 shootout loss for them. 32 points for Savannah, and not really in the mix for the playoffs in their expansion season. We will take another break and return in a few minutes. We will go through the ECHL scoreboard and keep you up to date on those games elsewhere in the South Division. In this one, it's the Greenville Swamp Rabbits on top, 2-0 over the Jacksonville Icemen after 2 periods of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Back in Jacksonville, Arlie Johnson with you between periods 2 and 3. As we continue Hockey Fights Cancer Night, they're having a luminaria ceremony right now, and we're about to have a moment of silence for that.
Thank you.
And with that, they just had a survivor lap during the intermission as well for all the cancer survivors in attendance. Always a touching game and a touching moment as both teams take back to the ice right now. Let's go to the ECHL scoreboard now. Things are not going the way that the Icemen want them to here on home ice tonight. And unfortunately, they're not going very well away from here either, with all the other games going on in the league. The Florida Everblades have overcome a 1-0 deficit. They now have the lead at Orlando. It is 3-2. Florida has the advantage. That is still 3 minutes to go in the second period of that game. Elsewhere, the South Carolina Stingrays have extended their lead to 2-0 over the Worcester Railers. Just 13 minutes to go in the third period of that one. If South Carolina wins that game tonight, then the South Division would improve their divisional record in games outside the division to 24 wins, 2 losses, and 2 overtime losses as well. And one other one involving South Division teams, as the Atlanta Gladiators have a 5-3 lead over the Savannah Ghost Pirates. Third period just about to start, and it's time to start a riot. The crowd always loves that. They have the phone flashlights on. The lights are finally back on, and we are ready for the third period. The Icemen are looking for something, anything to jumpstart them here in this third period. And the Icemen undermanned today, -1 defenseman, -1 roster player for that matter, too. But give Greenville credit, they're playing a very strong game thus far. And they come in hot too, let's not forget. They've won 5 of their last 6, including 3 in a row. And this is without their top guns up front. Jacksonville will start with Brendan Harris, Luke Lynch, and Craig Martin. At the blue line, Tim Theochardis has paired off with Victor Hadfield. Jacksonville again in their lights out uniforms, their black uniforms. It's only the second time this year that they have donned the black. They won their previous one, defeating Florida. I believe it was in their only shootout game of the entire season, was when they wore the black uniforms way back in November. Got a slight delay right now. Not sure what for, but it appears we're just about ready to go. Ryan Bednard skating out of his crease right now. Finally comes back towards his blue paint. And we are ready to go. Austin Eastman against Brendan Harris on the draw. Luke Lynch and Dallas Gerards close to within about 3 feet of the faceoff dot before they even drop the puck. If Greenville wins it, they'll rim it around. We are underway. Swamp Rabbits with the puck at the blue line. They'll play it down low for Eastman. Bumped off the play by Hadfield, but Eastman continues with it. Gerards tries to step away from Hadfield now. Hadfield dislodges him from the puck. Beauchamp comes away with it for Greenville, and they continue to pressure. It's Gerards behind the Jacksonville net. Bumped off the play briefly, but he continues with the puck. Defended by Harris. This is a hard-working lunch pail kind of shift here from Greenville as Gerards plays it towards goal. Williams forced to make a save with the right pad. Rebound for the Icemen. Comes to the far side for Craig Martin, who taps it between the legs for Harris. Tries to backhand it out, and it's taken away by the Icemen. Here's Craig Martin by himself for the moment. He'll just play it in deep. Jacksonville needed a line change there because they were on their heels for the opening minute of that period. Puck is loose at center. Tied up right along the Jacksonville penalty box door. Swamp Rabbits pry it loose. It is Max Martin for them. D to D for Ethan Kapp. Kapp goes to the left side. Touch pass Somoza for McManus into the zone. He gives it up to the Icemen. Well defended there by DeRoche. DeRoche cannot set up Nazarian, and the Swamp Rabbits have it again. Somoza at center. Spins away from Hinault. Works it ahead. Onside is McKechnie. McKechnie takes a hit from Hinault as the Icemen try to play it behind their net. It is Brown tapping it free for Hinault. Hinault back for Brown on the right wing side. Everything is an effort right now for Jacksonville trying to clear the zone. They finally do get it out, but they can't keep possession. 18-14 to go in the third period. Puck goes out of play. We have a stoppage and a face-off in the neutral zone. Greenville up to 30 shots on goal now. More than twice as many as the Icemen allowed all last night against the first place Everblades. Jacksonville does have 20 shots on net, so they've definitely had some chances, but not that much sustained pressure. It's been a shot here, a shot there. Bednard has been good when needed, but not too many 10-bell saves from Bednard either tonight. As Jacksonville plays into the zone, Bednard sweeps it around the boards. Jacksonville is first to the puck. Behind the net it is Derek Lodermeyer looking for Lowen. Far side boards. Back for Lodermeyer again. Tapped up high. Icemen keep it. They'll move it to the near side. Ryan Lowen off the boards. Goes by Theocharidis and out to the Jacksonville line. He tried to play it indirectly off the boards, but the slick ice in the opening minutes, and it just slipped right by Theocharidis. It was just moving too quick. Theocharidis now tries to gain the line, but Freeman denies him, and Gattenby sends away Eberle on a 2-on-1 for the Swamp Rabbits. Eberle looks to center. Nobody home. Such had stopped his run, and the Icemen come away with the puck. Eberle and Hinault scramble for it. Comes back behind the net, and the Swamp Rabbits come away from it. Jacksonville tries to clear. Delayed offside as the Icemen play it ahead. 1-on-1, Lynch against Kapp. Lynch to the forehand, cannot get a shot away. It was defended well again by Greenville. And a clean break out of the zone for the Swamp Rabbits again as Eberle plays it up the left side. He's got a breakaway. Eberle to the forehand. He pokes it wide on the play. Williams was there, forcing Eberle to force that one wide. Swamp Rabbits keep it in the zone, however. It is Eberle back towards the blue line, held in by Martin. Eastman gives it up. Jacksonville at the line. Works it out to center ice. They'll poke it a little further, but the Swamp Rabbits have possession again. Martin behind his own net. That's Max Martin for the Swamp Rabbits. Lifts it off the glass and out. The Icemen come right back. Brendan Harris with 4 men back for Greenville. Now all 5 back. It was a 2-on-5 as the Icemen play it into the zone. Swamp Rabbits are first to the puck. Jacksonville tries to get their forecheck working. They do get the puck free. DeRoche at the blue line, looking for Harris. Russell steps in, steals it, and clears it. It will be icing. Russell flipping it up the near side wall. It was in a spot where I can't see it on the near side for me, but that puck just continued on all the way to the Jacksonville end. So the Icemen do get an offensive zone face-off with 16:10 to go in period number 3. Jacksonville trails 2-0. Christopher Brown on the draw. Has Brandon Yeamans in the slot this time. We'll see if he can provide some energy. That's the kind of guy he is. Not a big guy, but he is all about energy. And Yeamans gets to the puck. He'll tap it into the corner. Greenville beats him to it again. Yeamans with a bit of a hit as the Swamp Rabbits play it out and clear the zone again. Nockbar backhanding it in behind the Jacksonville net. Icemen are first to the puck. It is Hano to the opposite wing. Swamp Rabbit steal. Man falls down for Greenville. That was a dangerous looking spill there from Anthony Beauchamp as the Swamp Rabbits get another shot away. Save is made. Rebound and a save. Williams makes a pair of them, and Greenville gets another rebound. Dallas Gerads plays it off the boards. Gets it back on a return pass. Plays it into the corner. Beauchamp stick handles behind the Jacksonville net. He's defended by Hadfield. Hadfield ties him up. And the Swamp Rabbits again come away with a loose puck. It is McKechnie. McKechnie for Beauchamp. Centering feed deflected by Jacksonville to the near side corner. Yeaman's unable to clear. Beauchamp now holds it in. Greenville has had a lot of sustained pressure as the Icemen finally steal the puck. And Brown will just play it off the glass and out. That was all he could really do. The Icemen really need a line change, but the Swamp Rabbits are right back into the zone, relentless. Wrist shot and a save made by Williams. Just enough with the blocker as Somoza holds it into the zone for Ben Freeman this time. Freeman behind the Jacksonville net. Ben Freeman just standing there. It is all the way to the blue line for Gendron. Gattenby for Gendron to the left side. It is McManus centering feed looking for Gendron on the net front drive. Couldn't get it free, and the Icemen come away with the puck. Here comes Nazarian all the way behind the net. Mazaman cutting towards goal, and he could not set up Zach Jordan. That puck was moving just a little too quick. If it was about 5 minutes later in the period, I think it might have been a 2-0 breakaway. As it turns out, it developed into nothing. Icemen come right back. It's Lowen looking for Lynch, and Lynch had gained the line, so the Icemen couldn't even gain the zone. It would have been offside. Now it's Thea Cheritis back into the offensive end. Sweeps it ahead, comes to nobody, and the Swamp Rabbits have an odd man rush. Somoza for McManus, wrist shot, great save. Rebound tapped ahead, not out of the zone yet. Icemen get possession, and this time they will play it off the boards and out. Charles Williams continues to play a great game tonight for the Icemen as Jacksonville tries to steal it in the neutral zone. Williams has now saved 31 of 33 shots. At least that's out of the shots posted right now as the Swamp Rabbits again steal into the offensive end. The Icemen all night long have had trouble clearing the zone because of the forecheck of the Swamp Rabbits. Again, they hold it in the zone. Russell with a wrister. That never reached the net. It deflects to the opposite wing, and the Icemen finally skate out. Craig Martin lofts it in. Bednard way out of his net to play it. A steal from Jacksonville. Bednard got it with his mask from a sharp angle. And it goes over the glass and out of play, and a great catch by a fan in the fourth row as well as we go to break. 13:09 to go in period number 3. It remains Greenville 2, Jacksonville nothing. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
2-0 Greenville. Swamp Rabbits get the puck out of their zone. At the blue line, offside will be called against Greenville. As Jacksonville continues to look for answers, Reader. Not many to be had right now. In fact, in this period, shots on goal favor the Swamp Rabbits. I believe 6-0. It is 6-0 Greenville. They're the team with the lead. You would want Jacksonville to be the team that's pressuring, but they just haven't been able to generate any offense tonight. It's been a tough go for them.
It really has, and a lot of it's been about possession tonight. You know, they're having a tough time getting out of their own end, and they've just been relentless. You've been highlighting the forecheck, and it's been pretty good here for Greenville, and it's just been tough for Jacksonville to kind of get out. It just seems like they're chasing the puck a lot, scrambling in their own zone there, and then, you know, obviously that affects your breakout and pretty much everything. It all kind of starts there. So, but again, it's still just a 2-goal game. They just got to keep pushing away. They can get one in here, maybe get a little momentum on their side, and they can roll from there.
And that's really what it comes down to. Just one play. One play can change everything as the Swamp Rabbits carry into the Jacksonville end. Couple men go down. Swamp Rabbits come away with the puck. Gendron with a wrister. Great block by Jacksonville. Rebound for the Swamp Rabbits. Back to the line for Gattenby. Wrister in a screen, deflected wide that time by McDonald. It comes behind the net. Hadfield tied up with McKechnie. McDonald helping out for Greenville. McKechnie loses it to Jacksonville, but they do not clear. Gendron with another wrister, blocked up high. Here come the Icemen, but again, they're gassed. It's the end of a long shift as Harris finally drives it into the zone on a line change. Just when you think they've got a chance to break it out, they can't because they've been in their defensive zone for the last 50 seconds.
Yeah, too much time down in their own end. It wears you out. So it's difficult. Again, it's just, it all plays a factor here. 35 shots on goal. I mean, it's very uncharacteristic of Jacksonville. They're number one in the league in shots allowed and shots against at about 26.59, let's say, is the number around that frame. Obviously, they're well above that today. And again, there's no doubt that the absences out of the lineup here certainly playing a role in that.
Icemen are onside into the zone, but they give it up immediately to Greenville. Play does not develop, and a clean breakout from the Swamp Rabbits and Ben Freeman. Freeman is onside, defended by DeRoche. Freeman takes it into the near side corner. Icemen come away with it. He lofted ahead. They find Ryan Lowen, but it pops over his stick. And the Swamp Rabbits redirect right back in. Greenville has 2 guys to every 1 for Jacksonville on the ice, it seems like. Swamp Rabbits again hold it in the zone. It is Eastman looking for a wraparound. Well done by Williams to get from post to post to keep him off the scoreboard. A good save there by Williams on the wraparound. 10:47 to go in the game, and the Icemen still down by a pair.
Yeah, and Williams, he's been good tonight. I mean, he's made 34 saves here in this game. He's been busy. He's had to work here himself. And looking at the other thing too, Arlie, with just looking at Greenville, they just look so fresh. I mean, again, this is their first game of the week, and Jacksonville's already played 2 heading into today. This is their 3rd. So, in their short bench and all that. All that's playing a role here, but hats off to Greenville. They've come out here, asserted themselves. They've been relentless. The effort is really what you can describe it as. It's just simply been that.
Penalty coming, I believe, on Jacksonville. We'll see where the call goes to. It is going to be to the Icemen. Power play for the Swamp Rabbits. Hooking is the call. Thea Charitas heads to the box. And it's not just shorthanded on D either. I mean, keep in mind, the Icemen do have 11 forwards right now, but 2 of them, and Neil Robinson and Brandon Yeamans, also brand new to the club. They also don't know the system. They can't necessarily, and this is not a knock on them, but they're not yet in a position where they can pull a regular shift right now and help out. And it just makes it that much worse. So what would normally be 17 skaters skating regularly, tonight is more like probably about 13 skaters that are pulling a regular shift. Not just regular, but double shifting, and that makes it all the harder.
That's a good point there, Arlie. It is. There's injuries on both sides, and it just seems like the recent flurry of injuries has come there on the blue line, but you can't. You're right. There's some guys in new positions here trying to get settled and get fit there.
This is just the second power play of the evening for Greenville. They're 0 for 1. They play the puck deep into the Jacksonville zone. It is Eastman behind the net. McManus back for Eastman. Far side half wall. Tries to work it into the slot. He'll move it to the left side instead for McDonald. McDonald back to the blue line. Eastman to the right side for Max Martin. McDonald underneath. His pass is deflected. It is going to be deflected by a high stick by Greenville. And that's going to take the faceoff outside the blue line. 1:20 to go on the power play for the Swamp Rabbits. Still 9:55 to go, just about 10 minutes left in this game. And again, we've seen enough hockey, Reader. Everybody here has, that you just don't know. You have to keep going shift after shift. Sometimes you steal one. And the Icemen, if they get one, they can put themselves in position to steal one.
Absolutely. And, look at how quickly the game changed on a Wednesday with Orlando scoring 2 goals in the final 5 minutes when they looked flat and out of it. It can happen. It can turn quickly.
That's an excellent point.
That's the game of hockey. I mean, you just don't know. The funny bounces that Orlando had. I mean, that's all it could take right now to change the momentum and the psyche of, this game right now. So we'll see.
Swamp Rabbits get the puck back into the offensive zone. Trying to clear it is Hadfield. Does it go off the glass? I don't know. I even saw Logan Gruel shake his head that he doesn't know, and they're going to say it did not touch the glass. Delay of game penalty to Jacksonville, and a bad situation becomes worse. It's the second delay of game penalty against the Icemen tonight, and now it creates a 5-on-3 against for 55 seconds.
Just watching Hadfield, though, he's the one that's going for the penalty here. Hunched over, trying to catch his breath.
Yeah.
Again, that's why these things are happening right now. I mean, again, these guys are double shifting. They're gassed. It's just really the way it is. I mean, he's tired right now. And Greenville calling a timeout. This actually might be very beneficial here for Jacksonville so they can get some, catch their breath a little bit. But you can see Hadfield, that's a play where, you rush. It's where penalties happen because you are tired or you got beat because of that. So that's what Jacksonville's having to deal with. It has a snowball effect here. So big time moment here in this game because Jacksonville needs to get the kill here. It's 5-on-3 for a lengthy 55 seconds, Arlie. They're going to need to get this clear here to really kind of give them that shot we're talking about and keep it 2-0 here at the end of these penalties.
And the 2 guys in the penalty box are 2 of Jacksonville's 3 regular defensemen in Tim Theocharidis and Victor Hadfield. So you're talking about Luca Hinault being on the ice probably for the next 55 seconds. And one of the newcomers, whether it's Dwyer or DeRoche, is going to have to find a way to step in. And I'm guessing that either Christopher Brown or Derek Lodermeyer will be on the ice. The only thing that might throw a curveball is if Nick Luco decides to kill this with 2 forwards and 1 defenseman. That may happen, especially because the defenseman's going to come back out onto the ice. And I think that is what he's doing.
Yep, looks like the case. It might be the option he's got.
There's just not many options out there right now.
No, it really isn't. So, and this was something we highlighted. How would this affect the game? And here we are talking about it. If it seems like we are talking about it a lot, we are because this was something we had to watch out for. Now we're starting to see those effects.
Icemen win the faceoff. Can they clear the zone? No. McManus gloves the puck down to keep it in, and the Swamp Rabbits set up shop. 42 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Rister from the blue line goes wide to the far post. Swamp Rabbits get it right back. Jacksonville's going to try and keep everything on the perimeter. McManus, top of the left circle. Leaving it for McKechnie. McKechnie now at the top of the circle. McManus looks for a goal mouth pass. Stolen and cleared. Christopher Brown got the clear out. 21 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Martin with speed right back into the zone. Swamp Rabbits play it down low. Hinault is first to the puck. He tries to jam it out, cannot do it. Swamp Rabbits hold it in. 9 seconds left on the 5-on-3. McManus at the top of the blue line. Leaves it for Martin. Martin fakes the shot. He'll move it for McManus. Wrist shot is blocked. Hustling forward is Lodermeyer. Can he clear out? No. Icemen get 1 man back. Swamp Rabbits with a goal mouth pass stolen away and cleared out by the Icemen. So they avoid the 5-on-3 disaster, but they're not out of the woods yet. Still a 5-on-4 power play for 49 seconds for Greenville. Swamp Rabbits give it up. Another clear from Jacksonville. Theocharidis got a piece of it, and Jordan cleared it.
Excellent job here by these guys here on the penalty kill. It was kind of a gut check, and they're stepping up big time right now. 30 seconds to go on the penalty.
Swamp Rabbits right back into the zone. Beauchamp rims it around. Theocherda steps in, tries to keep the puck pinned up along the wall. He finds an open man, and another clear out for Zach Jordan. This is a clinic right now from this penalty kill. Just 18 seconds to go on it. Beauchamp back into the zone. Hano rides him into the boards, and the Icemen get yet another clear. And if this doesn't provide, and now behind the play, it's Beauchamp tied up with somebody for Jacksonville, and I wonder if we're going to have some penalties or one penalty called. There's 4 seconds left on the Hadfield penalty, and let's see if it's just the one penalty to Greenville. And that is it. So it's going to be a power play for the Icemen in 4 more seconds. If this is what you need, you got to find a way to provide a spark. A superb penalty kill there. 5-on-3 against for almost a minute. And now on the backside of it, a power play. You can't ask for a better opportunity to find a way to make this a hockey game.
That's it. I mean, they did their job here. And again, you look for anything right now, to kind of get you something going in the right, make you feel good here after it's been kind of a tough night. We'll see what happens as things will continue on here with the power play chance in 4 seconds.
We'll keep it right here with 7:33 to go in the game. The Icemen will have a power play again in 4 more seconds. Shots on goal right now favor the Swamp Rabbits 8-0 in this period. The Icemen down by 2 goals, but I don't know if they're just, I could guess that they're just flat out gassed right now, but a power play like this could be the opportunity. Their power play is ranked 3rd in the league. They are 7 for 20 against the Swamp Rabbits this year. If you get a goal here on the power play, you cut the deficit in half. Maybe it comes down to the final 2 minutes. You put a 6 skater on the ice, effectively a power play, Reader. I'm just trying to think ahead here a little bit. Trying to find some ways to create some offense right now.
Well, and that's it. I mean, it's the way you got to look at here. But Jacksonville, okay, they got the job done on the penalty kill. Check the box there. Now it's a chance on the power play here as, they want to spoil a shutout bid here by Bednard. So, this is just one of those things that, they got to try to convert here. And if you get a goal here, if you can score and convert on this power play, it's a 1-goal game with a decent amount of time. And now you have the momentum, and you start to get Greenville thinking, man, we've done all of this, and yet we're still fighting for our lives. So, it can change the psyche. It can change in a minute here. But it's a big opportunity here for the Icemen. As in 4 seconds, the penalty will end to Hadfield, and the Icemen will have a little bit of power play time.
So it starts with a face-off in the offensive zone. Jacksonville with 4 skaters on the ice right now. They are all forwards right now. Victor Hadfield, the defenseman, will come out of the penalty box, and he will become the 5th man on the ice as the only defenseman. Jacksonville wins the face-off. They do hold it in. Actually, it's Hadfield going straight to the bench. I'm a bit surprised as Nazarian comes on. So Jacksonville has 5 forwards on the ice for this power play. Harris down low, trying to get it back on the return pass. Harris at the right circle. Still lots of time on this power play. Underneath, it's Nazarian to the forehand, and denied by Bednard and cleared by Greenville.
Great play. Great setup that time there. Get it to Nazarian on the front door there. That little backhand, forehand switch and try to stuff it in. It's usually an effective play there. That time just didn't work. Bednar comes up big.
Icemen are onside. Lynch at the right side. Cross ice look tapped out to center by McKechnie. Still 1:13 to go on the power play. It is Martin with it for Jacksonville. Craig Martin, of course, for Jacksonville. Drop pass to nobody. It comes all the way back into the Icemen zone. Christopher Brown with it. Leaving the puck for Harris. Harris with 55 seconds on the power play. Lynch holds it in the zone. He takes the line. He's onside. Batted into the corner by the Icemen. Jacksonville with possession. Pass back to the blue line. Picked off and cleared by Greenville. And again, the Icemen not able to do much. They had that one shot on the doorstep by Nazarian. That's been it. Line change here for the Icemen. 34 seconds on the power play. 6:04 left in the third period. Jacksonville still trails 2-0. Brodzinski tries to beat a double team. He cannot do it, and Martin clears it out to center ice. Derek Lodermeyer gets it back for the Icemen. Down to 17 seconds on the power play. Lodermeyer just taps it away from a man. Jordan plays it into the zone. Bednard leaves it to the left side. Then Martin clears it ahead. It's a breakaway. Short-handed breakaway for Tanner Eberle. Forehand, and I think Williams got a piece of it with the right skate. He gets it right back, Eberle does. Cuts to the left side, forehand, and another save made by Williams. As teams return to full strength, And we have a stoppage in play. Face-off will be in the Jacksonville zone. It is just not going the Icemen's way tonight. We'll go to break with 5:29 to go in the game. It is still Greenville 2, Jacksonville nothing. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. With Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you, down to 5.5 minutes to go in this one. And the Icemen still trying to find a way to generate some offense. They had a wonderful penalty kill, 5-on-3 against a few minutes ago. And then on the back side of it, had a power play of their own. But they just could not do much anything with it. And that has been the story tonight. It's been all Greenville. The Icemen have 1 shot on goal in this third period with only 5.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that one came on the power play there, the Aaron Nazarian opportunity in front.
Jacksonville with the puck, breaking out of their own zone. It's Luke Lynch to the left side for Martin. He'll drive it in behind the Swamp Rabbit net. Bednard plays it himself around the boards. Harris unable to get a piece of it. Swamp Rabbits try to clear it out, held in by Harris for Lynch. And it's Harris back for Lynch on the right side. Rister in a screen, blocked in front, still loose in the corner as Bednard made a save there. Harris is able to hold it in, but he could not get the puck back to the blue line. Hadfield wasn't at the point, so he has to track it down all the way into his own zone. Hadfield, cross ice look for Thea Charitis. Thea Charitis' lead pass. And Eastman breaks it up. Big hit by Craig Martin, flattening a man as the Icemen come away with the puck. It is Lynch. It was McDonald who got hit by Martin, not known for his physical body checking there, but Craig Martin had a great one there. Penalty coming on Greenville. Delayed call. It is Luca Hinault into the zone. Extra attacker on for Jacksonville. Into the corner, it's DeRoche trying to play it in. Behind the net, it is Harris. Harris back to the blue line for Brown. He cannot keep it in the zone. Comes back to center ice. Still a delayed penalty here. Icemen with the puck at their own blue line. They have 6 skaters on the ice. We'll see what they can do with the 6-on-5 delayed penalty. Nazarian takes it to the blue line, finally touched up by Greenville. Offensive zone draw and a power play for Jacksonville with 4:05 to go. I am just about convinced that we may have a timeout here with 4:05 to go, and maybe Charles Williams heading to the bench for what would be a 6-on-4 power play.
Yeah, it's a good time to roll the dice. If nothing else has been working for you, this might be that opportunity. If Nick Luco rolls it here, you're down by 2. It might be a chance to do it. We'll see, and I'm certain it's in his mind. And McDonald getting a retaliatory slashing penalty. He's the one that got hit on that heavy check there from Martin, and then when they got tangled up on the other side, McDonald went right to him and slashed the stick of Martin. As a little bit of frustration there, he got caught.
Face off to the right side of Bednard. Charles Williams is still in net right now. I wonder if he heads to the bench if the Icemen win the draw. Greenville, however, wins it, and they clear it. So Williams will stay in there. He'll play the puck and leave it behind his net for Luca Hinault. Can the Icemen get this power play to work and try and cut the deficit in half? Hinault tried to drop pass it, and again it gets deflected, but it ends up going into the Swamp Rabbit end, and Jacksonville gets possession. Brown, right point, cross ice for Lodermeyer. Fakes the shot, he'll leave it for Hinault, center point. Right side it is Brown. He'll take the shot, in a screen, save is made, rebound is loose. It goes off the side of the net. Jacksonville gets the puck back to the right point. It is Brown. For Hinault, Rister in a screen, gobbled up by Bednard, no rebound. Still 1:21 to go on the power play for the Icemen. And will they send Charles Williams to the bench now? I don't think so.
It's tougher to make that call. I mean, it seems like something you would want to consider. Give yourself a 2-man advantage here. You haven't scored You're being shut out at the moment, but it's a little tougher because then there's no icing on the other end of it.
Right.
And with a 2-goal lead, Greenville could just take an empty shot down the other way. So it's a little bit tougher. And it's different, when there is an icing in play in those situations. Teams are a little bit more, a little less reluctant to go full with it and try to go for the goal.
Draws to the right of Ryan Bednart. Scramble for the puck. Swamp Rabbits come away with it. They try to clear it, went off their own man, but they get it right back, and they'll actually skate it to center ice and bring it into the Jacksonville end. 1:07 to go on the power play for the Icemen. 3:09 left in the game. They trail by 2. It is Harris. Dropping it for Martin. Right side it is Brown. Brown streaking into the zone. Deflects back to the blue line, held in by Brendan Harris. Harris steps away from a man. Double teamed on the play, works it to the high slot. It is Martin with a wrist shot off the post, and the Icemen get it right back behind the net. It is Lynch trying to center. Comes back to the blue line. Brown to the left side for Martin. Martin playing it into Lynch, into the bumper. It's Nazarian for Brown. Slap shot over the crossbar. Rebound for Greenville. They do not clear yet. They will try again. Icemen hold the zone. We've got a whistle. Slashing call.
Oh, Harris got slashed. He's a little shaken up after that. Now it could be a 2-man advantage here for the Icemen, or are they going to?
Or is it Lynch going? I'm not
Lynch.
sure.
Yeah,
it's Lynch
it
going.
It's going to be Lynch. I thought when you said the slash, I saw Harris getting up in a little bit of pain. I thought maybe he was the one that took it.
So Luke Lynch heads to the penalty box. There goes your power play. And in 27 more seconds, the Icemen are going to be shorthanded for much of the remainder of this game. So 4-on-4 hockey. And this was just a night where nothing went right for the Icemen. Winners of 5 straight coming into this one. And cards were just stacked against them, I think, all evening long tonight for Jacksonville. In the National Hockey League, they call this kind of game a scheduled loss when you have a back-to-back night going up against a team with fresh legs, and that's exactly what it was for the Icemen, against the Icemen this evening. So if you want to call it a scheduled loss, call it a scheduled loss. Nick Luco won't necessarily look at it that way, but certainly heard that phrase before as the Swamp Rabbits skate into the Jacksonville zone. They're in no rush to do much of anything. Icemen get the steal. They'll skate through center ice. At the blue line, it is Zach Jordan onside. Drop pass, one-timer is blocked by Lodermeyer. Swamp Rabbits try to clear the zone. They work it free to McDonald. McDonald clears it out. Swamp Rabbits have a 2-on-1 the other way. They're now on the power play as well. Right circle, shot towards goal. It's deflected wide, and Lodermeyer will clear it out. Just 1:40 left in the game, though, and the Swamp Rabbits are on a power play still for another minute 7, and the Icemen down by a pair. It's Bobby Russell. Onside, stolen at the blue line, cleared out to center by Jacksonville. Greenville certainly playing very cautiously on this power play. They don't have to do anything fancy. They still have 59 seconds to go on their, or 50 seconds rather, on their power play. Dallas Gerads onside for McKechnie. McKechnie at the left circle. Shot is blocked. It goes back to the right point, held in by Gendron. McKechnie in the right wing corner, defended by Dwyer. Dwyer pins him up along the wall. 30 seconds to go on the power play, 1 minute to go in the game. And it probably is just tied up along the wall right now. Swamp Rabbits don't mind it being pinned up along the boards. Jacksonville trying to do something, anything to pry the puck free, but they're just in a really rough spot as the Swamp Rabbits break up a clearing attempt. They keep it in the zone. Greenville back to the left point for Ethan Kapp. Kapp loses it to Nazarian. Nazarian clears it to center. Teams are back at full strength, but just 30 seconds to go in the game. The Icemen steal at center. Here comes Nazarian at the blue line. He'll poke it in deep. Greenville is on the puck first. It is Somoza on the backhand for Eberle. Eberle plays it off the boards and out. Just 15 seconds to go in the game. Theocharidis over the blue line. Tries to step around Kapp. Cannot do it. Somoza plays it behind his net. Greenville plays it up the wall. Martin breaks it up with 4 seconds to go. Can Jacksonville get one more chance? Slap shot from the blue line. Fanned on, and that will do it. And the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, the better team tonight. 2-0 victory over the Jacksonville Icemen. They get a pair of goals in the first period. didn't have to do much after that, but they ended up getting 38 shots on goal to only 24 for the Icemen, and it just wasn't Jacksonville's night tonight.
No, it wasn't. It just had that feel, like it just, nothing. The puck's not cooperating. You had a goal waved off, and these were just, it was just a tough night. And again, this team is shorthanded. They played a lot of hockey, and that's just one of those things. It was tough. It doesn't make it fun, and, it's still a loss, and it's tough. It doesn't make anyone, not going to make it right, but it was really kind of the tail of the tape. And you got to give a lot of credit to Greenville. I mean, they were the fresher team here. They haven't played all week. It really showed, and not to mention they executed here today. They capitalized on a couple of big mistakes early in the game, and they were just aggressive, man, on the forecheck. It was unbelievable how they pinned the Icemen down their own end, and that really caused the fatigue factor to set in because Jacksonville was just working the whole game. It was like getting bag skated for 60 minutes, let's say. It was tough for these guys, and but here's the good news. Is after a loss like this against a team that does it to you, you get another crack at them the next day,
yeah.
And that's great. Yeah, they're going to have to drive a long way to go, but that's just the way it works out. So that's one of those things that's going to be in their favor tomorrow. They get another crack at these guys.
So it'll be Jacksonville at Greenville tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Both teams will take to the buses right after the game, including you, Reader. We can hear you on the call tomorrow afternoon for Jacksonville at Greenville, as the Icemen will look for a weekend split with the Swamp Rabbits. For now, though, with the loss, Jacksonville goes to 27-14-1. They hold steady at 55 points.
Yeah.
Greenville with the victory, now 23-11-7. They close to within 2 points of the Icemen in the standings. They have 53 points. Jacksonville now in a tie for second place, as the South Carolina Stingrays have already won this evening. So we're just going to wrap this one up. There's not a whole lot of highlights for this one, so I'm not quite sure if there's much more to talk about, except join you, Alex, tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock when the Icemen will visit the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Next home game for the Icemen is this upcoming Friday evening. It'll be another 2-game homestand over the next weekend. Jacksonville will host the Atlanta Gladiators on Friday night. Thank you so much to Gemstone Media. As always, of course, to our off-ice crew led by Jay Eilers. And I also want to give a stick tap to Jay's wife, Sandra Eilers, as she was one of the ones in the survivor's lap. As a cancer survivor, Jay walked with her hand in hand all the way around the ice. And Jay and Sandra, we here with the Icemen, and Alex and I wish you and Sandra all the best and a very speedy recovery. We know that you are as tough as nails and will continue to fight the best fight of all. So for everybody else, including you, Alex, this is Arlie Johnson saying goodnight. Your final score tonight did not go the way of the good guys. It is the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 2, the Jacksonville Icemen nothing. For everybody else involved, this is Arlie Johnson saying goodnight. And despite the effort and the loss, it was still, and it always will be, a great night for hockey.